Perfect for keeping your family warm and cozy. Call Cobalt today at 724-437-8824 or visit cobaltsupply.com to start planning for the winter season. Cobalt Building Supply, everything you need to make your house feel like home.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Amedisys Hospice and Home Health Care invite you to their 4th annual car cruise as they celebrate Hometown Heroes Community Day, Thursday, October 9th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Uniontown Mall. Bring your classic car, no registration required, and join Amedisys in supporting our community. Vendors are welcome to participate and can register their business for a free vendor table by contacting Amanda DeGespy at 724-208-9783. Gift basket donations are also being accepted and may be dropped off to Amedisys Hospice at 649 Cherry Tree Lane in Uniontown. Bring the family to this community event. Enjoy the car cruise plus food trucks, a variety of vendors, free entertainment, and free giveaways. I'm TJ DeStefano. I'll be there broadcasting live along with Arnie Amber and the famous WMBS prize wheel. Come say hello, spin the wheel, enjoy the fun, and celebrate Hometown Heroes Community Day with Amedisys Hospice and Home Health Care Thursday, October 9th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Uniontown Mall. Together, we are the best in Fayette.
It's time for another CR Prado Group High School Sports Night here on WMBS. Coverage of high school football being brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott, NovaCare Rehabilitation, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, Autoland Hyundai of Uniontown, Potter's Bar and Grill, McClure & Wolf Certified Public Accountants, David Bates, your local Allstate Insurance Agent, Jeff Dennis at RE/MAX Select Realty, Montgomery Medical, Thurby's Riverside Ford Sales, the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, the T-Berry Law Offices and Attorney Vincent T-Berry, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes, Reese Warehouse in Smithfield, Cherokee Recycling, Zen's Construction Warehouse, Chips Residential Services, Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, the C. Harper Auto Group, Fulham's Full Service, All Around Fence Company, Patrick Mahoney for South Union Township Supervisor, Jared Billy for Uniontown City Council, Clayton Holmes of Bell Vernon, Ford of Uniontown, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm, United Bank, Mauser's Tire Center, James Santilli for Fayette County Recorder of Deeds, Dr. Paul Hartley at Preferred Primary Care Physicians, M&R Transit, Gary's Auto Sales, Movement Physiotherapy, Farmana Pharmacy, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill Uniontown, SWGI and U.S. Digestive Health, Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service, State Farm Agent Lauren Yohman, Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta, Stewart Collision, Uniontown Detailing, Casey Sports Cafe, Target Safety Solutions, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, George Dental Associates, Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning, Tucci Brothers Pizza, Sandy Howe Notary Services, Marcon Building Supplies, Ted Sova & Son Body and Fender Repair, Watson Mundorf LLP, Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping, and by the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS.
From Joe Montana Stadium here in Carroll Township, it's time for high school football action here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live tonight as the 3-3 Ringgold Rams host the 2-4 Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Brian Morozak along with Steve Super Carl Childs behind the camera on our YouTube Live video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studios. Our pregame show, as always, being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Steve, the 35th all-time meeting between these two schools. Ringgold leads the all-time series 19-14 with one tie, but the Mustangs have won 7 straight in this series. That also included a 1966 game when Ringgold was then Monongahela High School, where Monongahela defeated Laurel Highlands 23-21. But it's been tough sledding for the Mustangs as of late, really in a 4-game funk throughout the month of September, and it might be rough to try to turn it around tonight here on the road against a pretty pesky Ringgold team that's certainly much improved.
Yeah, and just looking at what we've looked at the last couple of weeks, right? It doesn't give you a lot of hope to see what the way they've gotten just manhandled the last couple games. So hopefully they can turn some things around, tackle a little better, and play ahead of the sticks a little bit more, and stay in the game. I mean, it's you feel bad. The kids are they're giving it an effort, but they're just not been able to get it done, and haven't tackled well. I mean, some of the defense last week. Have you ever seen any running backs run that through?
It was bad.
It was I mean, they ran through. It looked like the other team was just like trying to just avoid them. It was just really it was bizarre, and so hopefully they can shore up some tackling this week and make this a game.
Yeah, the Mustangs really have not been competitive in a game since August 29th, and they defeated Ambridge. As you said, they got romped last week by Shark Tears Valley 62-7, and unfortunately they won't have Nick Crouch again in the lineup due to a shoulder injury. Talking to Laurel Highlands head coach Aaron Raffley, said they actually practiced with Nick all week, didn't find out until late yesterday he wasn't going to be able to go.
Yeah, that's tough because he was one of the bright spots last few games. He was really, hustling, making some tackles, making some good runs, and, he was doing pretty good, so they're going to miss him tonight for sure. But, hey, sometimes injuries create opportunities for other players, and maybe some of those Mustangs can step up tonight.
And the Rams have had a resurgence to their program under second-year head coach Robert Heller. They did fall to Trinity last week, but the game was much closer than the final score indicated. They have a number of weapons, including 6'5" junior quarterback Dennis Hawkins. Got to like that size, Steve, from a starting quarterback. Wide receiver Dimitri Lowe, who has a number of Division I offers, including Akron, and running back Amani Ward, who played quarterback for the Rams last year, but back in his natural position of running back here in 2025.
Well, Ringgold's never had a shortage of great athletes coming through, and so they've these guys are pretty seasoned players, and I'm anxious to see this Hawkins kid go. He's a 185-pound, 6'5" junior transferred in from Monessen, so we'll see if he's 51 out of 92 in the year for almost a little over 800 yards passing. He's got 9 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions, so he's he's doing a pretty efficient job of running the offense. And, of course, Lowe has 28 receptions. The number 2, Dimitri Lowe, 28 receptions, 5 touchdowns, 435 yards. So they're going to throw it around the yard a little bit today. And the Mustangs, let's see what kind of defense we can put together. Hopefully they can the Mustangs can be pesky themselves, right, and make some tackles, maybe create a couple turnovers, and stay in this game.
It's also the Rams senior night. Hard to believe it's their final home game of the year. They'll play their last 3 on the road, so they'll try to come out here at home for the final time this season on a high note against the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. We talked a little bit about this resurgence of the Rams program. They knocked off Star Valley to end the season last year. That was really the turning point. That was their first conference win since 2017 when they knocked off Uniontown. They won 44 conference games, Steve, between wins. They did have a forfeit win, a little bit of caveat there over West Mifflin, but as far as wins on the field during that time, they basically went 7 years in between conference wins, and 3-3 already this year. They've been much more competitive, and they're going to try to fight for a playoff spot here down the stretch. Our live video stream tonight, courtesy of State Farm agent Lauren Yohman and Uniontown Detailing. I'm interesting to see, Steve, if this one pans out tonight, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Ringgold Rams.
Yeah, I thought you were going to a break.
No,
Sorry.
I was just asking, just going to be interested to see how it pans out tonight.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's, senior night, like you said, it's kind of odd. And it was, I pulled in up Ram Drive here and couldn't believe the traffic. Fortunately, they saved the spot for me right next to you, so I got a good spot right outside the gate there. But, it's there's a lot of people here, senior night, and look at the across the way, there's hundreds of kids over there going through for senior festivities. So this might be a little while before we get this thing started. But the Rams, like I said, they're playing at home. They still probably, they're probably thinking, hey, outside shot at getting a playoff match. Have they played TJ yet?
No, they will play TJ, I think, next week.
Yeah, so they got it. This is one they probably circled as a must-win for them.
For sure.
So they're coming in, and of course the Mustangs, if they want any hope at all, they got to win some games just to get their confidence back, even to build in for next year.
Correct. We'll talk to Laurel Highlands head coach Aaron Raffle when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Martin Law. If you were injured in an accident, don't know where to turn, and want to know what your rights are, we'd be happy to meet with you. We're local and have helped hundreds of people here in Fayette County recover in accident cases. Most importantly, we pride ourselves on being able to locate coverage or find claims that other attorneys may have missed. Call us about your case at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorney.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair. Family owned and operated for 62 years and providing quality, reliable service. Ted Silva and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva and Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Silva. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Silva proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check their website at targetsafetysolutionsllc.com. Ted Silva is proud to support local high school sports.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Savings is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with an Education Club saving account at First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Your future dreams will start adding up. Plus, you may qualify for a scholarship upon high school graduation. Visit any First Federal branch to start saving today. For more information on account rules and scholarship eligibility, visit ffgc.bank. Best wishes to our local teams from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. NMLS number 458729, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
McClure and Wolf, certified public accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown, offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services. McClure and Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure and Wolf, certified public accountants. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Brian Rozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. High school football action on WMBS tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs at Ringgold taking on the Rams in a Big Six conference matchup. Being joined now by the head coach of the Mustangs, Aaron Raffle. And Aaron, another rough week for your Mustangs last week as you really took it on the chin against the Chartiers Valley Colts.
You know, obviously not the direction we wanted to go. You know, and you hate to lose a game from alone on homecoming, but you know, we keep moving forward. That's the plan. Keep moving forward. Keep getting better every week.
And you are starting to get some guys back in the lineup, which will certainly help the cause.
So we're getting some guys back, but on the same note, we're actually losing some guys too. We lost a couple of offensive linemen. We lost a linebacker this week as well. So we'll be playing a little catch up, I think. But some of the guys that are coming back in key spots for us.
Well, 4 weeks left in the regular season. What are some of your goals here down the stretch?
We just want to keep getting better. We want to try to get a little more strength going, and the fact that we've got some guys coming back, we'll be able to get a little more fluidity as far as who we're putting where and what we're doing with those guys. So we want to keep our heads up, keep moving forward, and try to eke out some more wins.
You have Ringgold this week, and you look at this Rams team. They've certainly improved their program over the last couple of years.
Oh no, absolutely, and I've seen some things from them in the past as well, and I know that they're kind of in the same spot we are, maybe just a season ahead, I think, but they're rebuilding just like we're trying to at the moment. They're 3-3, but they're 0-1 in the conference, so we're kind of similar in that respect. Like I said, they've got a good squad. They got a bunch of athletes, and it's just a matter of let's try to stop what they're trying to do.
And it seemed like they gave Trinity a pretty good game.
WMBS.
We dropped them on there. I'm on our own network now.
All right.
So, stop by Autoland Hyundai, downtown Uniontown. Visit their website, autolandhyundai.com, or call 724-437-9999. And remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Brian Rosek back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show with Ringgold head coach Robert Heller. And Robert, your Rams entered this game this week against Laurel Highlands with a 3-3 overall record. But you've really made some strides with your program considering where you were just a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's been last year we come in, played a bunch of freshmen last year, took our bumps, won 2, came into it with a 0-27 losing streak. This year, them freshmen are now sophomores. We play a lot of them. And 3-3 at the moment right now, coming into Laurel Highlands, our second conference game. I think in our what I told the kids last week is we took Trinity toe-to-toe for 3 quarters. I mean, certain penalties killed us in the first half. We give up a touchdown with 8 seconds left to go in the first half, so we should be going into halftime with 7-point Trinity up by 7. We go through the third quarter. No one scored, still down 13 going to the fourth quarter, and we were just gassed in the fourth quarter. Trinity scores 3 touchdowns. We end up, so the score didn't do it justice for us, but I thought we gave Trinity a run for their money for 3 quarters last week.
Going back to last year, how much do you look at that win over Chartiers Valley as a turning point really to get your program in the right direction?
I mean, you couldn't end the season on a better note than last year. That was their first conference win, Ringgold's first conference win in 3 years, I believe. So it was a good momentum going into the off season, especially with the younger kids because they all played. And we had a good summer. We had a good off season. And, I mean, I don't fear anyone in our conference. I think we can compete with anyone after last week. But that win last year against Char Valley, I thought was definitely helped us go into the offseason.
You've had great balance in your offense. Looking at some of the stats that you sent me, almost identical rushing and passing yards considering what Ward's amassed on the ground and what Hawkins has put up in the air.
Last year, Ward played quarterback for us last year. He's the most versatile. I would say, top 5 most versatile athletes in the WPIAL. I mean, there's no question about it. I'm biased, but he played quarterback for us last year. Amani is built like a running back, and we didn't have a quarterback last year. And we got the Hawkins kid transferred in this past offseason, and we got so many weapons. Hit with Lowe. Lowe got a Division I offer from Akron right before the season started, and they're both. Lowe and Ward, I believe, are top 5. I know going into last week, Lowe was number 2 in receiving yards in WPIAL, and Ward was, I think, 6th in rushing. And it's crazy because we didn't really run the ball the first game of the year against South Allegheny. We came out throwing, and even Southmoreland, I didn't run him how he should have ran. I think he had 7 carries against Southmoreland, and he's still in the top 6 in rushing in the WPIAL. So it's good to have that balance and have all them weapons everywhere. And I mean, Hawkins is 6'4". He can sling the hell out of the ball. And we're hard to stop. We get protection. We're hard to stop.
And certainly a huge game this week with Laurel Highlands. Only 2 guaranteed playoff spots out of the conference. If you want to stay in the playoff race, certainly have to beat Laurel Highlands this week.
100%. That's our goal. It is like I told the kids, you need 3 conference wins. We'll be 6-4 if you get 3 conference wins. And that should put you in the playoffs, at least at a wild card spot. But, I mean, like after last week, it changed everything because I think we can compete with anyone in the conference. But this week is 100% a must-win. Must-win.
Coach, appreciate your time. We'll see you out there on Friday.
I appreciate it, buddy.
That's Robert Heller, the head coach of the Ringgold Rams. We'll have our This Date in Laurel Highlands football history segment on the way for you next.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Busy day? Feeling unwell? Don't feel like driving, but need your prescriptions? No worries. Farmana Pharmacy delivers to your home or workplace for free. Stay comfy at home or focused at work. Farmana Pharmacy delivers Monday through Friday, so you don't have to worry about picking up your prescriptions. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Phone 724-626-9600 or visit farmanapharmacy.com. Farmana Pharmacy, prescription care and convenience delivered.
Hey everybody, Friday night under the lights are back. High school football is more than a game. It's about community, teamwork, and pride. Just like our local heroes who serve our nation. Fayette County Recorder of Deeds is proud to honor our veterans with the Veteran ID program. By recording your DD214, veterans can receive a secure photo ID and access discounts at participating local businesses. Support our student athletes. Support our veterans. Together we build a stronger Fayette County.
Your heat on the fritz? Your AC stopped working? Your pipes backed up? Did your lights go out? Well, for all your heating, air conditioning, electric, and plumbing emergencies, CHIPS Residential Services is here for you. Located right in Uniontown and offering 24-hour emergency service, let the experts at CHIPS help you through all your emergency needs, as well as installation and regular service. Call 724-366-8046 to get the help you need today. Your hometown team of technicians, CHIPS Residential Services.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835, or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Prime Rosek back here in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. High school football action on WNBS tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs at Ringgold taking on the Rams. You can also watch the Carmichael's game, the Mighty Mikes hosting the California Trojans on our WNBS YouTube page as well tonight. Time now for this date in Laurel Highlands history segment. This is the 9th time the Mustangs have played all time on October the 3rd, and they have a record of 3-5. The last time Laurel Highlands played on the 3rd of October, they fell against West Mifflin back in 2014 by a score of 48-27. The Mustangs also suffered a loss against Thomas Jefferson in 2008 by a score of 48-7 on October the 3rd. The last time the Mustangs won on this date in history, back in 2003, the Mustangs winning over Derry at Derry by a score of 43-12. Laurel Highlands lost big to Greensburg-Salem on this date back in 1997 by a score of 50-16. They also fell to the Big Macs of Cannon McMillan on this date back in 1992 by a score of 20-14. Laurel Highlands with a win on this date in history over Greater Latrobe in 1986 by a score of 33-14. The Mustangs lost on this date back in 1975 to Bell Vernon by a score of 19-0. And the first time in school history that Laurel Highlands played on this date was back in 1970 when they defeated Bell Vernon by a score of 26-20. The Mustangs actually had a pretty good year in 1970, finished up at 5-4. As This Date in Laurel Highlands history, we'll have our This Date in Uniontown history segment for you tomorrow during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show before the Red Raiders take on Ironton, Ohio. That'll be a 3:30 kickoff with a 2:30 Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. We'll talk to Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues, getting you ready for Laurel Highlands and Ringgold, along with the Carmichael's Mighty Mikes in California here tonight on WMBS.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering UPA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Amidar Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amidar Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Amidar Transit, call them 724-439-3164. 724-439-3164. Or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yohman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yohman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Brian Morozak back here on the East Browns Insurance Group pregame show. High school football on WMBS tonight. A pair of games for you on our digital platforms. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs at Carroll Township at Yohman Stadium taking on the Ringgold Rams. And we're in the Tri-County South tonight as well as California takes on Carmichael's. Being joined as always by Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. And Ian, another exciting Friday night of high school football.
Yeah, we're into the back half of the season here. Everyone's in conference play. Playoff races are starting to heat up, so things are getting exciting here.
Let's talk about our two games on WMBS tonight, starting first with Laurel Highlands at Ringgold. The Mustangs in the midst of really 4 straight weeks where they've been blown out, coming off a tough loss against Chartiers Valley last week. Take on a Ringgold team that's much improved and actually gave Trinity a pretty good game for most of the while last week in their Big Six Conference opener against the Hillers.
Yeah, this is a big game for Ringgold to try and keep pace in the playoff race in the conference with that close game against Trinity. They still have one against Chartiers Valley. This is a big week overall in the Big Six Conference. You've got Thomas Jefferson taking on Trinity, who are the top 2 teams in the conference. 2 years ago, Trinity upset TJ in the regular season. And then Bell Vernon taking on Chartiers Valley. Bell Vernon gave TJ all they could handle. In this game, Ringgold and Laurel Highlands, it's weird to say that the loser's pretty much out of the playoff running at this point, but the loser's pretty much out of the playoff running because only the top 2 teams in the conference are guaranteed playoff spots, and both of them still have to go through the gauntlet of the top teams in the conference. So it's going to be a really hard road to hoe for whoever loses this game. Ringgold is a really nice turnaround story. They had that really long losing streak. They've got some pretty good athletes. Amani Ward, their star running back, Dimitri Lowe, their star receiver, and then Dennis Hawkins, who transferred from Monessen, I believe, playing quarterback for them. So Ringgold's put together a nice squad this year. They put a lot of points on the board, which for a Laurel Highlands team that's struggled a little bit defensively the last few weeks, that's not necessarily a great matchup.
Yeah, Lowe actually had some Division I offers already, including one from Akron. And you mentioned Ward. He was actually Ringgold's quarterback last year, but talking to their coaching staff after Hawkins transferred in, they were able to put Ward back in kind of his normal position, a running back, and really allow the team to have multiple weapons.
Yeah, and anytime you can have that ability to be multiple, be able to run and throw the ball, that's the mark of a team that's set up for a lot of success throughout the season, because at this level, 4A football, coaches are good enough to be able to scheme to try and stop something, but if you can do something else that makes them have to scheme multiple ways, then that's, it starts to get difficult because sometimes you just don't have the guys on the outside to defend receivers, or you don't have the size inside to be able to stop the run, or if you start to bring those safeties up to stop the run, then things get open in the passing game. So the ability for Ringgold to be multiple this year has really helped their offense.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how things shake out here in the Big Six Conference. TJ maybe not as strong as they were last year. Trinity played a tough non-conference schedule, but looked good against Ringgold last week. Of course, Ringgold's much improved. Bell Vernon, some numbers down, but kind of like Trinity, they played a tough non-conference schedule, and Chartiers Valley saw them last week. They're certainly much improved, and I think they can give any of the top dogs in the conference a run for their money this year.
Yeah, really all of 4A across the board feels really tight. Not only the Big Six, like everything you just mentioned is absolutely right. I think it's going to be a real close playoff race there. But over in the Parkway Conference, Newcastle just upset Aliquippa. And, they still both have to go through Montour and West Allegheny, who tied for the conference title with Aliquippa there last year. And with only the top 2 teams being guaranteed playoff spots, like, somebody's going to be left to hoping that the WPIAL picks them as a wild card. So what these teams do in conference play, even if it's a close loss against a good team, I think goes a lot farther than maybe, what they did in non-conference play. Or, teams that played tough schedules in non-conference play. I think the WPIAL showed last year with some of the decisions they made. They gave the benefit of the doubt to some of those teams, like Bell Vernon last year, got a wild card despite a non-conference schedule they didn't have a lot of success in, but they played a tough schedule and were rewarded with a wild card because the WPIAL kind of said, okay, we understand that you had a pretty brutal schedule. Similarly, in 3A, Central Valley went 0-5 in non-conference play. They were 5-5 overall, but the WPIAL gave them the number 2 seed because they were conference champions and played a brutal non-conference schedule against basically all the 4A opponents that we've just talked about, and the 5A opponents. So I think the WPIAL realizes what they did to some teams with their non-conference schedules, And when it comes time to make those wild card decisions, they do factor that in. If it's not just wins and losses, but it's also how tough was your non-conference schedule.
We'll continue our conversation with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
I've been thinking about switching primary care providers. It takes forever to get an appointment, and when I finally get in, the staff acts like they don't even care that I'm there.
That's so frustrating. You deserve a provider who listens, values your time, and truly cares about your health.
That's exactly what I need. Someone who sees me as a person, not just another name on a chart.
Then you should check out Montgomery Medical. They treat you like family, offer personalized care, and even have same-day appointments.
At Montgomery Medical, your health is our priority. Call 724-569-8100 Montgomery Medical. A family tradition of family medicine.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Savings is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with an Education Club saving account at First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Your future dreams will start adding up. Plus, you may qualify for a scholarship upon high school graduation. Visit any First Federal branch to start saving today. For more information on account rules and scholarship eligibility, visit ffgc.bank. Best wishes to our local teams from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. NMLS number 458729, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or,
Hi, come on in. How are you?
when you see doctors Paul Hartley and Mary Beth Riley, plus nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckart, and Stacy Morris, you get one-on-one personal professional health care serving the area for over 3 decades. If you're looking for a primary care doctor, call Doctors Hartley and Riley at 724-437-1109 or online at ppcp.org. Or
Serving number 3,944.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
When you're paying the right price for protection, you just know it. It's that warm, fuzzy, totally secure feeling knowing that you are not only getting great coverage, but you are also not paying too much for it. And there's no one that knows that feeling like Uniontown Allstate agent David Bates, because he works every day to get people like you the coverage they need with the savings they deserve. Contact David Bates at 724-439-9700 for your free quote today. Allstate, you're in good hands. Savings vary based on the average annual savings reported by new auto customers surveyed in 2019 who switched to Allstate.
Prime Rozak back, continuing our conversation with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. Ian, we talked about the Laurel Highlands Ringgold game. Now let's talk about our other game on WBS tonight. In the Tri-County South, Carmichael's hosting California.
Yeah, California really at the 1A level has been one of the most consistent programs over the last decade. I think they've made the playoffs for 9 straight seasons now, going on 10 this year. And, you know, in the Tri-County South, where it seems like you get teams that rise up and have, you know, 1 or 2 really good players and then kind of fall back, right? Like West Green rose up for a little while and then fell back, and then Mapletown did, and now Jefferson Morgan did. But California's been that consistent competitor all along that's always in the mix for the conference title, kind of regardless of who else is good. California has always been there. So it's really cool to see just the consistency they've been able to build at a small school and a small program. You know, with how good they've been over time and always competing for conference titles there in the Tri-County South. And the way I see that playing out this year is, once again, just like last year, California and Jefferson Morgan scheduled to meet in Week 9 with the conference title on the line. And I fully expect both of them to be undefeated in conference play when they meet.
Yeah, you mentioned Jefferson Morgan. They're hosting Beth Center tonight, the other Tri-County South games. Mapletown at Avella and West Green at Bentworth.
Yeah, and Avella's a great story. They're up to a 5-1 start here this year, and considering they're one of the smallest programs in the WPIAL, that's awesome to see them being able to stack some wins together. Avella hasn't put a ton of points on the board. They've won a lot of close, low-scoring games, but any time that a school with a small roster and not a lot of players to be able to just pick from, right? The situation at Avella is completely different than some situations at larger schools where they're complaining about roster size. Like, Avella just doesn't have a ton of kids in the schools. There's not a lot of kids to choose from, and they're lucky if they get 20, 25 kids on their roster, and to be able to go out and get off to a 5-1 start is a great story for them.
Other Fayette County games tonight. Albert Gallatin now 6-0. They had a wild win last week over Allegheny of Maryland, 56-49. They'll have another Maryland opponent tonight in Clear Spring.
Yeah, and Albert Gallatin, I saw, had a kid score 7 touchdowns, which I think tied the school record or broke the school record for number of touchdowns in a game. Great story there. And I was also looking at Albert Gallatin. I think 6 wins is the most that they've had in any given season since they went independent. So a win this week would mark their really high water mark over the last 20, 25 years, dating back through their time in the WPIAL, because they had some significant struggles at winning games, the last 20 years that they were in WPIAL competition. So a 6-win season ties their best that they've had since they went the independent route in 2019. And if they get to 7 wins here over the last few weeks, it would definitely be a real feather in their cap for their program. So Coach Dindal down there has done a really nice job of building that program up and going the independent route, which I know is something that some other schools in the WPIAL now have started to talk about, with some of how conferences are aligned and things like that, and some of the schools thinking that they are struggling to compete right now. So really good story at Albert Gallatin. Love to see schools be able to turn things around and rise up.
I also want to mention Fraser as well. They're still in the playoff hunt in the Eastern Conference after a big win last week.
Okay, yeah, Fraser got a huge win over Brentwood last week, and a 28-21 victory, and now Fraser has kind of put themselves right in the middle of the mix in the Eastern Conference for a potential playoff spot. Like, the top 3 are guaranteed spots, but last year the Eastern Conference got 2 wild card spots as well. So looking at the standings there, you've got Clareton and Leechburg, who are both undefeated in conference play, but Riverview upset Greensburg Central Catholic. Jeanette has 2 losses already, and now Fraser beating Brentwood, who was the last team into the playoffs last year, kind of has thrown the whole thing into a cluster where you've got like Riverview, Fraser, Greensburg Central Catholic, Jeanette, Brentwood are all kind of just stuck in the middle of the Eastern Conference and are going to battle it out. So this is one of the tightest playoff races, I think, going down the stretch, where you've got 5 teams that have all started to beat each other a little bit here early in conference play. So Fraser's right there with that win over Brentwood. If they can pull off another 1 or 2 here down the stretch, they might be in the conversation for a playoff spot.
We'll wrap things up with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
You don't fix what's not broken. That's true. You don't replace what is working well. Jason Scott is doing a good job working as South Union Township Supervisor. Jason Scott utilizes his skills on a daily basis in the Township office. Whether repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is out there working for you all day, every day. Let's keep experience and integrity in the Township. Keep Jason Scott, full-time South Union Township Supervisor.
Paid for by the candidate.
Are you ready to indulge in the best pizza around? Are you looking for a lunch or dinner spot with all your favorite Italian classics coupled with mouth-watering daily specials? Then it's time to visit 2G Brothers Pizza, located at 123 Matthew Drive in Uniontown. Specials and customer favorites include Thursday's Sicilian-style pizza and Saturday's chicken parmesan. Call 724-439-5600 today and let 2G Brothers handle the rest. Your taste buds will be glad you did.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Concerned about your heart health? At WVU Medicine, we believe your heart deserves world-class care, close to home and always within reach. Our non-invasive cardiology team uses advanced tests like stress tests and cardiac MRI to diagnose and monitor heart conditions without surgery. Call 877-WVU, the number 4-HRT, or visit WVUmedicine.org/heart.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in
WMPS.
Just dropped.
At 724-329-5542. Mark-On Building Supply, your one-stop shop for all your home building and construction needs.
Prime Rozak back wrapping things up with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. Ian, what other big games do you have your eye on tonight around the WPIAL?
Yeah, so looking around, starting up in 6A, Central Catholic beat North Allegheny last week, which pretty much locked Central into both the conference title and the number 1 seed in the playoffs. So the real storyline in 6A now is who's going to get the other 2 playoff spots. A big game between Hempfield and Norwin, who both have a couple wins under their belt in conference play already, to help to start to sort that out in the mix for those last couple playoff spots in 6A. And really, 6A is kind of anticlimactic because Central and North Allegheny have met in the last 3 championship games and will probably meet again this year. But like for a school like Norwin, who hasn't made the playoffs in 8 or 9 years, just making the playoffs would be a huge success for them. So that's a really cool storyline of like, okay, teams have different definitions of success, and for a team that hasn't been to the playoffs in a long time, just getting there is a big win. In 5A, another big game in the Allegheny 6 Conference. Peters Township beat Upper St. Clair in a thriller last week, and Moon edged Bethel Park. Peters and Moon will meet this week. That's just going to be a slobber knocker conference week after week after week with 5 really good teams there. Woodland Hills and Armstrong, who's been off to a surprising unbeaten start in conference play, meet in the Big East Conference in 5A. In 4A, we talked a little bit about the TJ Trinity game. Should be a good one between the 2 teams that finished at the top of the Big 6 Conference last year. Montour against Newcastle, who's fresh off their win over Aliquippa in the Parkway Conference. In 3A, Central Valley and North Catholic both lost last week, but they face off in a big Western Hills Conference battle. And then in the Allegheny 7 Conference, Freeport and Highlands face off. The winner of that will pretty much be the top challenger to Amani Christian in that conference. Highlands is coming off a loss to Amani. Freeport plays Amani in a few weeks. So if Freeport wins, that sets up a showdown for the conference title there. In 2A, Steel Valley and Apollo Ridge, both unbeaten in conference play, face off in the Allegheny Conference. And in 1A, a battle between Fort Cherry and Cornell in the Black Hills Conference, with Fort Cherry the defending WPIAL champions. Should be a good game, though. Cornell always plays some tough, feisty defense.
Ian, appreciate it as always. What do you have going on this week at Steel City Blitz?
You can check out our Steel City Blitz podcast on YouTube. We record it live every Thursday night or on any other podcasting platform. My WPIAL content on SteelCityBlitz.com as well. I've got my WPIAL Games of the Week articles. Starting next week, I'll have my playoff clinching scenarios for the WPIAL as we start to get closer to teams being able to lock up those guaranteed playoff spots. And my WPIAL standings page that I've been updating every week that has all of the correct tiebreakers as far as where teams are currently slotted for playoff qualification. So you can check that all out at SteelCityBlitz.com. Check out my WPIAL Blitz show on YouTube, and check out the Steel City Blitz podcast.
Ian, appreciate it as always. We'll actually talk to you tomorrow afternoon, right before the Uniontown Ironton, Ohio game here on WMBS.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me. And looking forward to talking tomorrow.
Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured, expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs are, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today, 724-415-9183.
Hey, everybody. Friday night under the lights are back. High school football is more than a game. It's about community, teamwork, and pride. Just like our local heroes who serve our nation. Fayette County Recorder of Deeds is proud to honor our veterans with the Veteran ID program. By recording your DD-214, veterans can receive a secure photo ID and access discounts at participating local businesses. Support our student athletes. Support our veterans. Together we build a stronger Fayette County.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Amador Transit, call them 724-439-3164. 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
Your heat on the fritz? Your AC stopped working? Your pipes backed up? Did your lights go out? Well, for all your heating, air conditioning, electric, and plumbing emergencies, CHIPS Residential Services is here for you. Located right in Uniontown and offering 24-hour emergency service, let the experts at CHIPS help you through all your emergency needs as well as installation and regular service. Call 724-366-8046 to get the help you need today. Your hometown team of technicians, CHIPS Residential Services. Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Prime Rozak and Steve Suberk back here at Joe Montana Stadium. The Ringgold Rams hosting the Laurel Highlands Mustangs tonight. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. They brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown, a different name but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities and wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. We'll start with the Mustangs. On offense, front five on the line. Joel Hartline is the left tackle. Jason Gardner, the left guard. Aiden Geetap making his first start as the Mustangs starting center tonight. Dante Lewis, the right guard, and Caleb Stroop moves over from center to play right tackle tonight. Tight end is Jacob Johnson. Gabe Senafani, the quarterback. Wideouts, Josh Reed, Jonah Coleman, and Noah Lyon. Lyon can't play quarterback the rest of the year due to a shoulder injury, but he is the starting wide receiver tonight. Jonah Coleman, Aiden Bell, and Easton Van Meter are all split time at the tailback position. We might even see Marion Jones back there getting a couple of carries tonight as well. For Ringgold defensively, front four on the line, Cole Konak, Gordon Altemeyer, Grant Nicolo, and Dom Fonzie. Linebackers, Amani Ward, Nick Stasko, Mayante Jordan, and Chris Jaquay. In the secondary, Demarius Tolliver, Dimitri Lowe, and Dennis Hawkins. On the other side of the ball for Ringgold, it's Altemeyer, Anderson, Jones, Miller, and Webb. Front five on the line. Ty Anderson, the starting tight end. Dennis Hawkins, the 6'5 junior quarterback, transferred in from Monessen. Wideouts, Dimitri Lowe, Demarius Tolliver, and Mayante Jordan, along with Desire Satterfield, Amani Ward, and Nick Stasko, your two running backs for the Rams. For the Mustangs defensively, they'll play a 3-4 tonight. Paxton Sigler, Talib Lovett, and Aiden Geetap on the defensive line. Linebackers, Jacob Johnson, Marion Jones, Mark Reed, and Chase Rosgoni. In the secondary, we'll see Lafayette Callaway, Josh Reed, Jonah Coleman, and Elijah Washington. And Steve, as we said earlier during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, no Nick Crouch tonight. Unfortunately, he is not able to go, suffered a shoulder injury, and was declared out late Thursday.
It's a tough loss for the Mustangs. They're going to have to step up. A couple of the younger kids are going to have to step up, and he has a lot to the offense and defensively as well. He's one of the few bright spots tackling last week, and they're going to sorely miss him on defense.
You look at the Mustangs, they'll be in the away whites tonight, but it's going to be Ringgold that's going to hit the field first in the home navy blues with gold numbers and white trim. Their bench will be off on the far side, the Mustang bench here on the near side. Laurel Highlands in the away whites with blue numbers and red trim. Again, Laurel Highlands entering this game with a 2-4 overall record. Actually won their first 2 games of the season, Steve, over Uniontown at Ambridge, and tough sledding in the month of September. In fact, they had the mercy rule, the 35-point rule, enacted in all 4 of their games in the month of September.
Yeah, it was. It's been, especially the last 2 weeks, Brian, have been really disappointing. So hopefully they can turn it around tonight and keep this a game. At least we get to the second half without a running clock would be nice.
Ringgold sitting at 3-3 overall, 0-1 in conference play. They lost their conference opener last week against the Trinity Hillers. They actually hung with Trinity throughout much of that game. The Hillers pulled away late, and the final score really wasn't indicative on how close the game was throughout much of the contest, with Trinity knocking off Ringgold by a score of 48-14. The Rams also fell against Southmoreland 28-7. They lost their opener against South Allegheny 33-21. But they have wins, Steve, over Indiana 61-14. One of the teams that mercy ruled Laurel Highlands, Yock 40-0, and Greensburg-Salem 33-13. So they've certainly been much more competitive than they have in years past.
Well, they've been very competitive, and just watching the warm-ups, Brian, I really like the quarterback. This Hawkins kid looks like he's legit, right? He's 6'5", only a junior, 185-pounder, and he was slinging it around pretty good. And they've got some pretty good weapons on offense as well. Lowe with the caught a lot of passes so far, and they just Ward running the ball as well, and they're just they got a lot of weapons. So it's going to be tough for the Mustangs. They really have to shore up defensively, Brian. They were really poor in tackling last week. It was almost like they were avoiding contact. It seemed like it was almost like they were, the other team was running just kind of a skeleton offense with no defense against them. So the Mustangs are going to have to do a little better job tonight.
Yeah, what's interesting, you look at the balance on the Ringgold side. Hawkins, 809 yards passing so far this season. Ward, 820 on the ground through 6 weeks of high school football, as the opening coin toss just completed here at midfield. Ringgold has won the toss, and they want the football. They'll defend the goal to our left. Laurel Highlands, on the other hand, Steve, through 6 games, just 444 total rushing yards, 372 passing yards. And Gio Guerriere was injured in that Ambridge game. In fact, injured in the second quarter of that Ambridge game. That was in week 2, the second game of the season. He still leads the Mustangs with 155 rushing yards on the season.
Yeah, I mean, he was he did a nice job kind of filling in there, and after just a couple guys went down, and he really did a nice job of running the football, and and the quarterback played well that first game. When
Senafani.
Senafani when
Noah Lyon got injured.
Yeah, when Noah Lyon got injured, and he really was really good, and we just we talked about it. You wonder if he was just he wasn't really expecting to play, and all of a sudden he got in there and he wasn't worried about anything, and now he's had too much time to think about things, and he's struggled a little bit, and he's had there's been protection issues. It's hard to throw when you got people in your face, and especially for a freshman. So hopefully they can protect it a little better. So if he gets time, he can make some pretty good throws.
Jackson Nairn will send it away. Back deep for Ringgold. You have 3 guys back. Lorenzo Morton, number 13. Desiree Satterfield, number 21. And Dimitri Lowe, number 2. Satterfield on the near side, Lowe in the center. and Morton off on the far side as Jackson Nairn set for the run-up, and we'll get this game underway from Joe Montana Stadium. Nairn sending it back to the 10-yard line, and this is low on the run back, slicing through the 25. He's still loose, trying to spin his way forward, and he'll get up to the 35-yard line, and that's where Ringgold will start 1st and 10. You look at this Rams offense, Steve, you mentioned, led by the junior quarterback Dennis Hawkins, 6'5", 185 pounds, transferred in from Monessen. 809 yards passing on the season, 9 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. And you have Amani Ward rushing the football, 94 carries for 820 yards, averaging around 9 yards a carry and 8 touchdowns. He was actually Ringgold's starting quarterback last year, but did not play against Laurel Highlands, was injured in that game, and now back in more of a traditional running back position as they start a semi-loaded pistol with a handoff to Amani Ward, and Ward getting 3 up to the 39. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7. A really important, Steve, I think, tonight for the Mustangs defense to set the tone early on as well after a kind of a subpar outing last week against Chartiers Valley.
Yeah, for sure. They got to wrap up. They did a good job of wrapping up there. The only thing that concerns me, if he would have broke through that initial wave, there was nobody in coverage behind him. He would have went a long way, but they did a good job of right at the line.
Hawkins back in the pistol, pitch to Ward coming near side. Ward trying to turn the corner, cuts up the field, goes out of bounds, very close to midfield, has enough for a 1st down. We'll see where they spot it at. In fact, they'll spot it just shy of the midfield stripe. So Ringgold 1st down, 11-yard run there for Amani Ward.
Yeah, almost right on the midfield stripe. And another one there. He ran out of, if he had another, a half a foot on that sideline, he might have went for another 15 or 20 yards.
Now 1st and 10 here for Ringgold from midfield. Ball on the near hash mark, just underway, 11:14 left here in the opening quarter. Brian Morozak along with Steve Super. High school football action on a Friday night here on WMBS and on the WMBS YouTube page. As Hawkins looking to put it up, little pump fake, looking deep far side, single coverage, a lot of contact. Pass falls incomplete. I'm surprised there, Steve, we did not get a flag thrown on Alafia Callaway, who was in coverage on the play. Dimitri Lowe, the intended wide receiver. Certainly a lot of contact and bumping down that far sideline.
Yeah, pretty good coverage. It was pretty decently thrown ball. It was a little bit to the inside. There was a little stop-and-go route out there, and he kind of stutter-stepped, got behind the receiver. If he had let him a little more, they might have had 6 there. It was pretty good, decent coverage, though.
2nd and 10 from midfield. Ball still on the near hash mark as Ringgold stays in that semi-loaded pistol with Hawkins taking the snap. Handoff this time to the fullback, Nick Stasko, with a nice surge forward. The rule Stasko down right around the Laurel Highlands 44. Gain of 6 there for Stasko, the 5'10", 205-pound sophomore, to set up 3rd down and 4.
Stop by Josh Reed.
Josh Reed had the tackle defensively there for Laurel Highlands. It's now 3rd and 4 here for Ringgold. Opening drive of the game. Rams working left to right as we describe it. One of 2 games on our WMBS platforms tonight. You can also watch live video of the Carmichael's Mighty Mikes hosting California tonight as well. 3rd and 4, and they'll go back to Amani Ward on the carry with a huge hole. Amani Ward just tripped up at the 30-yard line. Josh Reed, the last Mustang to trip him up after a 14-yard gain, and another Ringgold 1st down, Steve.
Well, you called that right. Tripped up is the way to describe that one. Shoestring tackle there. If he just jukes him a little bit, he's gone, but a pretty good tackle by the Mustangs to at least keep it to a decent game, but not a touchdown.
Hawkins staying in that semi-loaded pistol from the Laurel Highlands 30. They'll go back to Stasko this time on the near side. Stasko inside the 25 down to the 23. It was Mark Reed that time that brought him down from behind after a pickup of 7 to bring up 2nd down and 3. With 9:42 left on a running clock here in the opening quarter. Ringgold on their opening drive of the game with this one scoreless.
Pretty good tackle by Reed. Again, they're close to breaking it. Doesn't it seem like they're close to breaking on almost every play?
They'll stay in that semi-loaded pistol here. 2nd and 3 from the 23. Pitch far side. Amani Ward turns the corner inside the 20, inside the 10. And Amani Ward with a flag on the play is in from 23 yards out. But we'll check the flag. It's coming back. Holding penalty there against Ringgold. That's a huge break here, Steve, for Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, they got one of the linemen down there sealing the edge, and that it looked like we might have grabbed a jersey. So they They're going to call that one back. Good break for the Mustangs.
With 9:16 left here in the opening quarter. They'll mark this off, it looks like, from the 26. And I'll push Ringgold back to their own 36-yard line. It would have been a 2nd and 3. Now becomes a 2nd and about 16. That being a 10-yard spot foul, about a 13-yard penalty.
Wouldn't be surprised if you see almost the same play going to the opposite side, to the wide side of the field. The ball's on the left hash now.
Ringgold breaks the huddle. 2nd and 16 now from the Ringgold, check that, from the Laurel Highlands 36. And now Hawkins in more of a traditional shotgun, going heavy with 2 protector backs on the right. A lot of movement here on both sides. The Laurel Highlands come across first.
Well, Laurel Highlands came across first, but their left tackle moved. They're going to call it on the Mustangs.
An encroachment call there against the Mustangs. So the 2nd and 16 turns into 2nd and 11. So the Rams getting 5 of the 13 back that they lost on that initial holding penalty.
The Rams did not change the play. They went right back to the line.
Out of the shotgun heavy right, it's going to be a run, and that was actually a wildcat set there with Ward. And Amani Ward out of bounds close to a Ringgold first down right around the Mustang 20-yard line. So they went heavy to the right. Ward runs it out to the left. And he's going to be stopped about a yard short, so needed 11, got 10. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 1 now from the Laurel Highlands 21. Very versatile Ringgold offense. Talking to Ringgold's head coach Robert Heller, he thought Ward was one of the maybe top 5 most dynamic players in the WPIAL this season. We get another look here now, heavy to the left on this 3rd and 1. Out of the shotgun set, run the whole way as Ward stays in as the Wildcat quarterback, but great pursuit from behind, and Ward stopped for a yard loss on the play. Welcome back to the lineup, Steve. Marion Jones.
Yeah, Marion Jones shot the gap. Pretty good job of getting through there. He was trying to stretch that out and take his time to maybe wait for some blocks to develop, but Jones had a different idea, didn't he? He shot the gap and was able to tackle him for loss, and now you're going to have a 4th and 3.
They're going to go for it. They have a pretty good kicker in Bill Cameron.
Now this would be a 40-yarder, though.
And they're going to go for it here. Back in a semi-loaded pistol. Hawkins back into the game. And Hawkins will take the snap. It'll be a handoff there to Nick Stasko. And Stasko inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line. Needed 3, got 8. And that'll move the sticks with 8:20 left here in the opening quarter.
Pretty good push by the Ringgold Rams on the offensive line there, pushing the Mustangs backwards.
Nice drive here for Ringgold. Have it all the way down now to the Laurel Highlands 14.
Yeah, Ainley taking up some time there. 8 minutes left.
I'll stay in that semi-loaded pistol. Hawkins awaiting the snap, gets it, pitch to his left. Amani Ward, huge hole, and this time, no doubt about it, Amani Ward into the end zone from 14 yards out for a Ringgold touchdown as the Rams strike first here at the 7:51 mark of the opening quarter.
Just a toss sweep to the left. He had blockers. He did a good job of being patient, waiting for a couple blocks to develop, and then he just shot right up there through the left side and went untouched for a score.
14-yard TD run for Ward, and now Cameron on for the extra points. Grant Niccolo will send it back to Ty Anderson, the holder. And the kicker is William Bill Cameron for the Ringgold Rams. Snap back, Cameron's kick up on the way, and it's good. And with 7:51 left here in the opening quarter, it's a 7-0 lead for Ringgold over Laurel Highlands. We're back in 60 on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Do you have a job around the house that you just aren't sure how to tackle? Then it's time to call Fulham's Full Service, your Best in Fayette gold medal winner for professional maintenance and handyman. Fully licensed and insured, owner Cody Fulham does it all, from home renovations and repairs to landscaping and auto detailing. Needless to say, he's ready to help you. Call Fulham's today at 724-466-4194 and follow them on Facebook to learn more about their projects and the work they can do for you.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potters on Facebook. We'll see you at Potters.
Bill Cameron will send it away here for the Ringgold Rams after Amani Ward's 14-yard touchdown run has the Rams up 7-0 over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Mustangs will work right to left here on their opening drive of the game as Cameron, a little squib kick down the field, get picked up by Elijah Washington at the Mustang 20, and Washington up to the 30-yard line before he's spun down by both Nick Stasko and Ryder Talbot. And Laurel Highlands will start with the football for the first time in this game, down 7-0. We got our look at Gabe Senafani, the Mustang freshman quarterback, coming into this game 27 of 51 for 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. And Steve, last week Laurel Highlands failed to complete a pass between both Crouch and Senafani as they bring Coleman in motion. Inside handoff there to Aiden Bell, and Bell spinning forward, getting 3 up to the 33-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7 on our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the sports medicine team at the WPIAL Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Carmichael's in California scoreless early on, 8:58 left in the opening quarter there in Greene County. You can watch that game. A link posted on the WMBS Facebook page, also on YouTube tonight with TJ DeStefano and Tony Hanola. 2nd and 7 now for the Mustangs. Senafani out of the shotgun. Bell off to his left. And for the second straight play, Bell has the football. And Bell, another productive run there, Steve, up the middle, getting up to the 37. Pick up a 4 to bring up 3rd down and 3. You mentioned the tough running. Steve, Bell came into the game, 40 carries, just 50 yards.
Well, 2 good runs there. I mean, it's still 3rd and 3, but those are productive runs. Like you said, they're going forward. And now you got yourself in a manageable position. You get a couple yards here, and you got a 4th and 1. You think you might, the way things are going this year, you would think you would probably go for it at this point.
3 wide out. Senafani out of the shotgun. Bell remains off to his right. He's going to get the football again, and this time plugged up at the line and driven back for a yard, maybe 2-yard loss on the play. And now instead of looking at 4th and 1 or 4th and 2, you're looking at 4th and 4 in the punting unit coming out.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. There's a kind of a high snap, and the exchange wasn't real clean, and I think that might have threw the timing off a little bit.
I think the Mustangs a little more, maybe too predictable on that opening drive.
Well, we didn't complete a pass last week, so you figure they were going to run the ball to try to establish the running game.
Nairn, the punter, again this week after Nick Crouch is out of the lineup. He'll angle it off on the far side, takes a bounce at the 35, and rolls inside the 30, and the Mustangs will down it at the 26-yard line. So a good punt there from Jackson Nairn. 5:45 left here in the opening quarter. Ringgold up 7-0 over Laurel Highlands. We're back at 30 on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Ready to score big on your next home? Well, great news. Huge savings are waiting for you at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. From open floor plans perfect for game day parties to energy-efficient homes that will help you save money all season long, these homes are built to deliver. Don't wait on the sidelines. Make the winning play today and find the home that fits your family and lifestyle. Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon at 4500 Route 51.
Ringgold going back to work from their own 26. Flag on the play. Hawkins in all kinds of trouble. Evades pressure. Looks across the middle and has a man for a completion here at the 40. Look out, Dimitri Lowe. Down the far sideline. Finally bumped out of bounds of the Mustang 36. We'll check the flag, Steve. Might be a hold. Was thrown back at the Ringgold 25-yard line.
Let's see. That might have been hands to the face. The officials pointing at the
flag on the play.
Waiting for the official signal here. Personal foul against Laurel Highlands.
Personal foul.
Wow.
Well, that's going to tack on 15 more.
This will push it probably close to the Mustang 20-yard line.
Broken play. I thought he was going to throw it earlier. He had the receiver down the middle, but he got pressure, so he couldn't let it loose.
I thought Paxton Sigler had him dead to rights there, Steve, on a potential sack, but couldn't wrap him in there.
Couldn't wrap him up, and then he scrambled around, and his receiver did a good job of finding an open area.
Now push it down to the 20-yard line as Ringgold stays out of that semi-loaded pistol with Hawkins taking the snap. Pitch near side going to Amani Ward. Ward trying to cut up the field, and Ward trying to keep his legs turning. It does just that. Talk about yards after contact. Ward able to take it down to the 15-yard line. He was initially hit about the 21.
Yeah, he got hit and then spun out of the tackle. And as he spun out of the tackle, he was able to keep churning his legs and go forward.
And being a gain of 5 on the play.
Gain of 5, and it looked like it was going to be a loss of 2.
So now 2nd and 5. Ball spot at the Laurel Highlands 15-yard line. Second drive of the game for the Ringgold Rams. They scored on Amani Ward 14-yard touchdown run at the 7:51 mark of the first. Laurel Highlands going 3 and outs on their opening drive of the game. Now the Rams have to watch the play clock here. It's down to 6, down to 5. And they're going to try to hurry this one up. Down to 2, down to 1. They get timeout. They did with 4:35 left here in the opening quarter. Ringgold timeout. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
I'm Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Martin Law. Did you know our office handles claims for people hurt at work? If you are injured at your job, you have certain rights under the Pennsylvania Workers' Compensation Act that your employer may not advise you of or simply disregard. Those would include rights to wage loss and medical benefits due to your injury. We help injured workers to make sure they receive the benefits they're entitled to by law. Call us at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorney.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
So we come back on first down for Ringgold. A little reverse going back to Curtis Watkins on the far side. Watkins able to get down inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. He got absolutely lit, though, Steve, by Marion Jones, who finished him off on the play. But the good news for Ringgold is they pick up another first down.
Well, yeah, he got lit by Jones, but Jones knocked him forward 3 yards. They got the first down. I think he might have been a fraction short, but he knocked him down, but he knocked him forward.
Now 1st and goal from the Laurel Highlands 8-yard line. It's Ward with the handoff and a fumble on the play, and I think Laurel Highlands might have got on it there.
I think he got it back. I think the Mustangs tried to get it, but they couldn't fall on it.
So Watkins able to recover.
Yeah, good. That was a good play by Watkins to kind of save it for the Rams.
So Watkins on the first down run, they give it to him again. Almost coughs it up, results in a 2-yard loss on the play. Now 2nd and goal from the Mustang 10-yard line. With 3:13 left here in the opening quarter. Ringgold up 7-0. Brian Morozek along with Steve Super. Carl Childs behind the camera on our YouTube live video feed. Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. So Hawkins staying out of that semi-loaded pistol, wide out to each side. Hawkins awaiting the snap. He has it, hesitates, a little juggle, gets it back, looks end zone. That one deflected away, broken up by Alafia Callaway on the defensive side for Laurel Highlands. The intended wide receiver was Meonte Jordan, number 4.
Well, Callaway did a nice job of getting his left hand in there from behind the receiver. The ball was going in towards the center of the field from the right side, so he had his left hand, his only hand he could use, and he knocked the pass down. But it got a little timing off. Hawkins kind of stumbled with the ball a little bit.
3rd and goal from the 10. They'll go back to the ground and a run here inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line from Amani Ward, picking up 6. And now decision time again for Robert Heller and the Ringgold Rams. You have a 4th and goal from the Mustangs 4-yard line. You're up 7-0. And Bill Cameron, a pretty good kicker.
Well,
almost feel like an extra point here,
But the
Steve.
thing is, Brian, the way the Mustangs have played offensively so far this year in the last 4 or 5 games, they're really not much of a threat to move the ball. So if the worst case scenario, you give them the ball on the 4-yard line.
They're going to go for it here. 4th and goal from the 4, inside handoff, and it's Nick Stasko taking it in for the touchdown. So Stasko from 4 yards out gets his first score of the night, and Ringgold increases their lead now to 13-0 over Laurel Highlands here at the 2:02 mark of the opening quarter. Ringgold's done a nice job tonight, Steve, on the ground.
Yeah, just a nice, tough run in there.
4-yard TD run for Stasko. And now Cameron trying to make it a full 2-touchdown lead. And flags coming here on the snap.
Flag on the play.
False starts against Ringgold. That'll make that extra point a little bit tougher.
5-yard penalty.
Push Ringgold back. Still scoreless on our out-of-town scoreboard between California and Carmichael's, brought to you by the sports medicine team at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Expected a pretty competitive game there, Steve, between California and Carmichael's, and TJ and Tony getting a competitive game early on. High snap coming back, put down. Cameron's kick up on the way, but no good. So Cameron missed it wide left, and with 2:02 left here in the opening quarter, 13-0. Ringgold over Laurel Highlands are back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill and Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Cameron to kick it away for Ringgold. Ringgold up 13-0 over Laurel Highlands after the 4-yard touchdown run from Nick Stasko. Cameron here with the run-up. This little squib kick up the field gets by Washington and finally picked up there by Jonah Coleman. And Coleman, a little dive forward up to the Mustang 29-yard line, and that's where Laurel Highlands will start. 1st and 10, working right to left as we describe it. The Mustangs, Steve, on that opening drive, 3 runs to Aiden Bell. Picked up about 7 yards and then punted it away.
Well, the key was on that 3rd down. They had 3rd and 3, well, a short 3, and they lost yardage, so they couldn't even think about going for it.
Now Marion Jones in as the back to the left of Senefani. Again, Jones has not seen action since the Ambridge game for the Mustangs. Clean snap coming back to Senefani, handoff to Jones, and Marion Jones getting up close to the 30-yard line, maybe a half a yard on that run for Jones, who actually, Steve, played his freshman year at Uniontown, then transferred to Laurel Highlands and has had some injuries that have really plagued his high school football career, unfortunately.
Well, sooner or later, they're going to have to let the kid throw the football, right?
I agree. Senefani did in warm-ups today, Steve, have a couple of drops from the shotgun and the snaps coming back, and it's been an issue in prior games as well for Laurel Highlands. This time a little screen going out to the far side to Josh Reed, who gets forward up to the 35. Pickup of 5 to bring up 3rd down and 4. That's the first pass completion the Mustangs have had over the last 6 quarters.
That looks like a pretty safe, easy throw, but that's not a safe, easy throw, really, because you're throwing across the wide side of the field. He threw that ball 40 yards probably, and, if he throws that a little soft, they could jump that. So that's a tough throw, really, for his first one.
3rd and 4 now from the Laurel Highlands 35. Mustangs looking at their first down of the game. A little juggle on the pitch to Jones. He's in trouble trying to get out of it. Marion Jones keeping his legs churning, and a good job there from Jones to maybe pick up a yard on the play after it looked like he was going to be stopped for about a 5-yard loss. And now decision time on the Laurel Highlands side for their head coach, Aaron Raffle, facing a 4th and 3 from their own 36. And once again, they're going to stay on the safe side here and punt it away with Jackson Nairn.
You agree with that?
I'd roll the dice.
Yeah,
You got to at some point.
Yeah.
Dimitri Lowe back deep to receive the punt for Ringgold as Elijah Washington late in checking in here for the Mustangs.
Yeah,
and they're going to run out of time here in the opening quarter. And they're going to let them get it away. And Nairn angles it off on the far side. Fair catch being signaled, and going to his knees there is Lowe. And that'll be the final play of this opening quarter with Ringgold up 13-0 over Laurel Highlands. And actually, did the time expire? Still showing 2 seconds up on the clock. It has expired, so it's the end of the quarter. We're back in 60 here on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yohman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yohman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Busy day? Feeling unwell? Don't feel like driving, but need your prescriptions? No worries. Farmana Pharmacy delivers to your home or workplace for free. Stay comfy at home or focused at work. Farmana Pharmacy delivers Monday through Friday, so you don't have to worry about picking up your prescriptions. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Phone 724-.com. Farmana Pharmacy. Prescription care and convenience delivered.
Back here at Joe Montana Stadium, Carroll Township, start of the second quarter. Ringgold with the football out of a semi-loaded pistol. Pump fake there from Hotkins. Now he's going to look on the far side. Pass was tipped and almost intercepted by the Mustangs' Jacob Johnson.
Johnson did a good job that time. He was trying to move his receiver past him, and the problem was the receiver couldn't go down the sideline because he had another receiver that was coming back to the ball. It was too much traffic. So that was a good job by the Mustangs there.
Our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the sports medicine team at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. California touchdown leading Carmichael's 6-0. They missed the conversion. Carmichael's with a football there. Again, 2:45 left before halftime. Ringgold back here with Amani Ward breaking a couple of tackles and gets down to the Mustang 49. Flag on the play, though, thrown back at the Ringgold 40. This one might be coming back, Steve.
Flag on the play.
Another nice explosion, though, from Ward. Tough to bring down.
The Rams are moving backwards, so they must have been told it's on them.
Holding penalty there against Ringgold. And in the early second quarter, 11:44 left before halftime. Ringgold with touchdowns from Amani Ward and Nick Stasko so far in the game.
That turns into a 20-yard penalty, right?
Yes. Would have had it there around midfield, now back to the 30. It'll be second down and 20. Of course, and the incompletion on first down.
Brings up second and 20.
And they might try to put it up here again. And they have had success on the ground, both from Ward and Stasko. So Hawkins back in that semi-loaded pistol, takes the snap, handoff here to Ward, and Ward with another nice surge. Look at him, Steve, just carry a couple of Mustangs across the 40 up to the 41-yard line. The yards after contact, Ward seems like getting 5 or 6 at will at times.
He won't go down.
No. That was an 11-yard gain. I think Ward's helmet came off. So he's going to have to come out for at least one play here and get that rebuckled. Now you're looking at a 3rd and 9 with 10:58 left before halftime. Football at the Ringgold 41. They need a midfield stripe for a first down. Ball almost in the center of the field. As Hawkins, in more of a traditional shotgun, now goes back into the pistol. Awaiting the snap, and he has it here. Hawkins going to put it up, quick out near your side of the pass through the hands of Demarius Tolliver, the intended wide receiver. Tolliver, the 5'10", 175-pound junior.
And that could have went, if he beats the defensive back there, that was Washington coming in there trying to make a tackle, but the ball was just slightly high, and that's going to force a punt.
First time Ringgold's had to punt in this game. Dimitri Lowe's the punter, standing back at the Ringgold 28. Mustangs with Jonah Coleman back deep to receive, right around the Laurel Highlands 25. Clean snap coming back to Lowe. Send it away, high kick. Coleman calling for the fair catch and brings it in at the Laurel Highlands 29. So the Mustangs will start 1st and 10 when we come back. Ringgold 13, Laurel Highlands nothing, 10:24 left before halftime. Back in 30 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Nifty play there for the Mustangs as we come back. Steve faking the inside handoff to Bell with a late pitch out to Jonah Coleman, and works out for a 5-yard gain up to the Laurel Highlands 35. Nice to see the Mustangs shuffling the deck a little bit.
Yeah, and they're moving the football a little bit, but then when they get up there and they seem to stall, and they haven't given themselves a close enough spot to maybe go for it. Last time we thought they might, but they chose to punt.
Still for their first down of the game. Quick screen near side. Josh Reed in traffic. Reed maybe 2 up to the 37, and kind of in that same spot again. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. They'll need the 39 for a first down.
Yeah, not much yards after the catch there for Reed. He just kind of stumbled forward, tried to make a move, and good tackling by the Rams.
So 3rd and 2. The Mustangs not a first down so far in this game, trying to change it right here. Senofani out of the shotgun. Aiden Bell off to his right. 3 wideouts. Twins to the far side. That's the wide side. And single coverage here to the near side as Senofani waits the snap. Now 2 men in motion at the same time. They got reset as Senofani takes the snap. The timing was a little bit off there as the handoff goes to Aiden Bell. Bell a surge forward, be close to a first down.
I think they're going to give it to him.
Yeah. Kind of amazing the way that started there, Steve, with a little confusion in the line.
Snaps, I don't know if the snaps are bad or he's just having trouble handling them, but it's not clean, is it?
No. It just seemed like there was even a little confusion there on the set. They're going to say it's short. They did not give him the first down.
Yeah, that's
about a half-yard short.
Oh, no, now the other official's giving it to him.
Okay.
Look.
Yeah, they had the 4th down up on the sticks on the far side, and now they do signal first down for the Mustangs here at their own 39. 8:30 left before halftime. Laurel Highlands down 13-0. That was their first down of the game. Trying to make a little hay here with a handoff to Marion Jones, and he has a huge hole. Look out here. Marion Jones, and his return to the lineup is going to house it for the Mustangs from 63 yards out.
Just right up the middle. The Rams were playing for the outside runs, and he went right up the middle and busted it through the first line, and nobody there, no safeties in the area.
And just like that, Laurel Highlands back into this game down 13-6 with 8:14 left before halftime. Marion Jones, the Mustangs have missed him, Steve, the last couple of weeks. And now Jackson Nairn on for the extra point to cut the Ringgold lead to 6. Kick is up and through. And with 8:14 left before halftime, it's Ringgold 13, Laurel Highlands 7. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering UPA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5.
Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Back here at Joe Montana Stadium, 63-yard touchdown run for Marion Jones has the Mustangs back to within 6 as Jackson Nairn sends it away. That's Morton here on the run back. Morton looking for room on the far side. Might have been a block in the back. Flag is thrown. Morton's still loose, but it's going to come back. Morton trying to make his way down the near sideline. Finally brought down at the 40-yard line, but a pretty obvious Steve block in the back there right around the 20-yard line.
Flag on the play.
2 flags.
There's a couple flags. One over here on the 28 as well on the near side.
Our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the sports medicine team at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, California. Another touchdown and a 2-point conversion up 14-0 over Carmichael's. 11:48 there left in the second quarter.
Holding.
A holding penalty declined against Ringgold. The block in the back will be accepted. On behalf of the distance to the goal line, flag was thrown at the 22.
Block in the back against the rounds will be accepted.
And I'll push this back here to the just shy of the 12-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10.
So Ringgold pinned here a bit, Steve. Ball on the far hash mark, just shy of their own 12. And they'll go back to work, but they have done a nice job, though, moving the football down the field tonight. A couple of touchdowns from Ward and Stasko as Hawkins goes to work here with flags coming in again at the snap.
That's that flag was thrown 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, or I'm sorry, in the Mustangs kind of defensive backfield. That's going to be an offsides.
Second time we've seen that on the Laurel Highlands side. The 1st and 10 becomes a 1st and 5, and Ringgold a little breathing room with the football now just shy of their own 17-yard line. They'll stick with the same formation with Hawkins staying in that semi-loaded pistol. High snap brought down inside handoff. Look out here, and another nice run up to the 35-yard line. That'll be a gain of 18 on the play there on the Ringgold run.
Well, the Mustangs are doing a better job of tackling, at least downfield tonight, but the Rams runners are getting through the initial wave on a regular basis.
That was Stasko on that 18-yard run. Give Ringgold another first down. Now it's back to Ward, bouncing out on the far side. Amani Ward. See, they rule him out of bounds out on this play, but Ward, I think they're going to give him about 2 yards up to the 37, just a minimal gain to bring up 2nd down and 8. Both the Reeds have done a nice job defensively, Steve. Josh and Mark tonight on the Laurel Highlands side.
Are they brothers?
I believe so. Josh, a 5'10", 150-pound senior. Mark, a 6'1", 192-pound junior.
For the Rams, from around 37.
2nd and 8. The semi-loaded pistol. Pitch going back here again. So Ward in traffic. Look out. Bounces it out to the right. And Amani Ward in a Mustang territory. Take it down to Mustang 46. That'll be a gain of 17 on the play there for Ward. Callaway brought him down. Another Ringgold first down.
Yep, just good job that time just to recognize there's nothing there on the left side, and he just stopped and let the traffic flow to his left, and he went back to the right.
1st and 10 now for the Laurel Highlands 46. Hawkins takes the snap, hangs the pocket, nothing to his right, now flush to his left. Has a day and a half. Hawkins still sitting back there. Finally some pressure coming. Hawkins directing a man down the field. Flag on the play. Hawkins airs it out. And a one-handed attempt there from Dimitri Lowe. Couldn't haul it in. And the Mustang defense running like crazy there. They could not pull Hawkins down, but the flag was thrown. Back of the Ringgold 44. This one likely coming back for holding. Block in the back against Ringgold. And boy, he had a lot of time there, Steve, to get rid of that football.
Yep, a lot of time. He could have ran, probably took off and ran for at least 15 yards. But he had so much time and no one near him. It was almost like he was playing some backyard football, and he was waiting for somebody to get open.
And now Ringgold, after the penalty, pushed back to their own 41. It's 1st and 20. Inside run and losing his footing there is Stasko on the run. Stasko up to the 49, picking up 5. And that was more him losing his feet, I think, than the Mustang defense bringing him down there, Steve.
Yeah, just tried to cut back to his right, and his feet went low and left, and he went down to the turf.
2nd and 15, now just shy of midfield.
15 for the Rams.
We have a stoppage, an official's timeout.
Official timeout.
We'll step aside for a quick 36-33 left before halftime. 13-7. Rams are back at 30 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
I think it was an official's timeout due to a clock issue, but we're resuming now in a 2nd and 15 with another inside run to Amani Ward. And once again, Steve, the result the same as Ward carries a couple of Mustangs. Again, getting 7 or 8 after the initial contact and picked up a total of 18 on that carry on a 2nd and 15 for another Ringgold first down, finally brought down by Jonah Coleman and company at the Laurel Highlands 33.
I'll give the Mustangs credit. They're making the effort to make the tackle, aren't they? But they just can't bring him down. He's just too strong.
Effort much better tonight. Mustangs taking a defensive timeout with 5:42 left before halftime, 13-7 Ringgold. We're going to take a quick 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Back here at Joe Montana Stadium. I think a pretty good time out there, Steve, for Laurel Highlands defense. We're just trying to settle down the troops a bit.
Well, these Rams running backs are running pretty hard, and we just can't. We're getting hands on them, but we can't bring them down.
1st and 10 now from Laurel Highlands 33. Hawkins looking to put it up again as a day and a half. Hawkins now flush to the far side, and Hawkins pushed out of bounds by the Mustangs' Elijah Washington. And Hawkins, we'll see where they spot him here, probably close to the original line of scrimmage. It'll end up going as no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10, but a lot of running there again for Hawkins, and he's had great protection up front.
He's had great protection. He's showing a lot of patience, but there's just nobody getting open downfield for him. So if he makes a decision a little earlier to take off and run, he probably would have had something.
2nd and 10 now from the Laurel Highlands 33. On the inside, this time to Stasko, and Stasko another nice
they
surge.
Push him forward.
It's down to the 26, pickup of 7. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
He got probably 3 more yards on the Mustangs tackle and pushing him forward towards the first down marker, but they got to bring him down somehow. But
now 3rd down and 3. Ball just shy of the Mustang 26. Hawkins staying in that semi-loaded pistol. Mustang showing blitz. Hand off to Amani Ward, and Ward needed about 4. Only got 2 down to the 25. It'll be 4th down and 2. Here we go again. A 4th and short here for Ringgold.
Little chippiness there. One of the Mustang defensive linemen's upset. That's 57. I don't know what he's.
Jaden Jones, freshman.
He looked like he was a little agitated about something.
I actually think, Steve, it's Lovett, 67.
67,
yeah, it's Talib Lovett down there. So here we go, 4th and 2 for Ringgold. And the Laurel Highlands 25. Rams lead at 13-7. 4:25 left before halftime. Hawkins back in that semi-loaded pistol awaiting the snap. Handoff going into the fullback. Nick Stasko. The Mustangs read it well. Mark Reed the first to get to him. And Ringgold will turn the football over on downs. And Laurel Highlands, Steve, will get it back down 13-7 with 4:14 left before halftime.
Stop by Mark Reed.
Yeah, pretty nice play defensively. I can't believe they were giving it to the tailback most of the time, and he was getting some pretty big yards. They tried to mix it up a little bit with a little counter play, and he ran right into a Mustang defender.
Give Laurel Highlands a lot of credit so far tonight. Really had a rough month of September. We mentioned it earlier. Mercy ruled in 4 straight games after a 2-0 start in August. But, hey, October's a new month, Steve. Turned the calendar over, and Laurel Highlands trying to play competitive here. And a little, not sure if it was more of a screen or a quick out here on the near side. Nonetheless, Senafani led Josh Reed a little bit too much. That pass could have been intercepted. Good coverage there defensively as well on the Ringgold side from Dimitri Lowe.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. That little swing pass, little bubble screen or whatever you want to call it, out to the right. He's throwing it to the wide side of the field, and his receiver, he's trying to lead him, and the receiver's trying to wait because he doesn't want to run into the defender, and just the timing's just not good there.
Easton Van Meter into the game to the left of Senafani. Now Jonah Coleman coming in motion, and it'll be a late pitch going out to Coleman on the far side. He gets tripped up, a dangerous play there. Coleman able to pick up a yard, maybe 2, but you really have to be careful running that one, Steve, on the late pitch outs. Be 2nd and 8. Check that, 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8.
Should be 3rd and 8.
One is a gain of 2 there to Jonah Coleman.
Surprised the Rams. I would imagine if they Mustangs, if they hold the Mustangs here, the Rams might burn a timeout to save some clock.
3rd and 8. Senafani taking the snap, flush to the near side. They're coming after him. Senafani in trouble, just throws it away. Josh Reed, the closest wide receiver. They don't have to worry about burning a timeout. Clock stops there on the incomplete pass, and Laurel Highlands will have to bring out the punting unit. No thought even about it there, Steve. From your own 29-yard line facing a 4th and 8, you got to punt down 6. And Jackson Nairn will go back to the Mustang 15. And the explosive Dimitri Lowe back at the Rams 37. Mustangs making some late substitutions here. Easton Van Meter was out. Now he's back in as they try to get some punt protection set up. And a little confusion as the snap comes back there to Nairn. A little rugby-style line drive here on the near side. Checks up, does take a little Mustang roll, and it'll get down to the 39, and that's where Ringgold will start. 1st and 10 with 3:17 left before halftime. 13-7 Ringgold. We're back at 30 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
You don't fix what's not broken. That's true. You don't replace what is working well. Jason Scott is doing a good job working as South Union Township Supervisor. Jason Scott utilizes his skills on a daily basis in the Township office. Whether repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is out there working for you all day, every day. Let's keep experience and integrity in the Township. Chief Jason Scott, full-time South Union Township Supervisor.
Paid for by the candidate.
So we come back to Joe Montana Stadium. Ringgold, a little bit of confusion there coming out after the Mustang punt, taking a timeout. Step aside for another quick 30. 3:17 left before halftime, 13-7. Ringgold over Laurel Highlands, back in 30 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Casey Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new hours. Monday and Friday from 7 to 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday 7 to 2. Come on into Casey's and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. They can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126. Casey's, the best in Fayette County.
Back here at Joe Montana Stadium, unfortunately, in our other game tonight, Steve, Tony and TJ not getting much of a game. California romping Carmichael's early on, 30-0 in the second quarter. Out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the sports medicine team at the WPIAL Medicine Uniontown Hospital. You're right there, Steve. Flags coming in. Fall start there against Ringgold, and that won't help their cause trying to make a late drive here in the second quarter. Well, a lot of pre-snap penalties on both sides in this game.
Yeah, the Rams are actually been a little sloppy on that in that department tonight. They're running the ball so well. They really haven't tried to. They've dropped him back to throw, but he hasn't thrown too many balls down the field.
Twin receivers to each side. Now they split out Ward. Hawkins in the pocket, and he's going to pull it down and look to run. Hawkins right up the middle, and Hawkins finally brought down from behind by Marion Jones after he picked up close to 10 yards there on a 1st and 15.
Stopped by Marion Jones.
He's second and around 5 here, depending on the spot. We'll call it second and 4 from the Ringgold 45. 2:52 left on a running clock here before halftime. Ringgold with just one timeout remaining here in the first half.
Gain of 11 on the play.
Second and 4. Hawkins with Ward off to his left, twin receivers to each side. Hawkins takes the snap, inside handoff to Ward, who bounces out on the far side, and Ward able to get out of bounds right around the Laurel Highlands 45, picking up 11 on second and 4 for another Ringgold first down. And Ward's had a nice night, Steve, on the ground.
Yes, he has.
First and 10. Football now in the Laurel Highlands 46.
First and 10 for the Rams.
With 2:17 left before halftime. Hawkins awaiting the snap, twin receiver seat side. Ward off to his right, fakes the handoff. Hawkins pulls it down, tries to slice between Mustang defenders, and has them both go down as he stays on his feet before he gets run out of bounds of the 41. Lafayette Callaway pushing Hawkins out of bounds. We have a flag thrown here at the Mustang 44 right around the center of the field.
Knocked out of bounds by Lafayette Callaway. Flag on the
Get a personal foul against Ringgold.
Didn't see what happened.
Or that's maybe a chop block or something there, Steve. They haven't really signaled on the personal fouls tonight what the personal fouls are, our officiating crew.
Personal foul against the Rams.
Nonetheless, it'll push Ringgold back to their own 41. They'll need the Laurel Highlands 36 for a first down. Looking at here about first and 23 as Hawkins has a day and a half here to throw. Hawkins flush to the far side, throws on a run, looking deep, man wide open, and with it there at the
he just fell
17-yard line, falling down. Curtis Watkins with the catch.
Well, give Watkins credit for catching the ball, but if he just he sees that ball coming, if he stops and lets it come to him without back, he kept backpedaling, so he had to kind of catch it and kind of stumbled backwards. But if he's able to, he had all kind of room with nobody near him.
So now Ringgold with 1:30 left before halftime.
The Rams are in business.
Yes, first and 10 here from the Mustang 16. And it's going to be Watkins calling. Check that Hawkins calling his own number there after the play fake. Well read by Laurel Highlands defensively. No gain there from Dennis Hawkins. Now second and 10. Mark Reed in on another tackle for Laurel Highlands.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Watch the clock, Steve, down to 1:03 left before halftime. Again, Ringgold just one timeout remaining. Hawkins back out of the shotgun. Amani Ward to his left. Twin receivers to each side from the Laurel Highlands 15-yard line. Hawkins takes the snap, hangs in the pocket, nothing there, flush to the far side. A little throwback to the near side, has Amani Ward. Ward at the 15, Ward at the 10. Ward lowers his shoulder at the 5, he tries to spin in, and he is in. What a run after the catch again for Amani Ward. 17-yard touchdown reception.
Late flag.
On a little throwback.
Way after the play, so I'm going to guess it's going to go some kind of personal foul.
The score likely counts.
Yeah, the score should definitely count.
Sirens still going off here at Joe Montana Stadium.
No.
Touchdown is good. Dead ball on sportsmanlike conduct against Ringgold.
So they're going to back them up 15 and make them kick a longer extra point.
So for Ward, his 10th touchdown of the season. A 17-yard reception.
So they're going to take the penalty on the kickoff, which is surprising because I think they're going to kick it anyway. But now if you back them up, that's going to probably cost them a point.
Now Cameron for the extra point. Low snap, put down, kick is blocked at the line. Of course, in the high school game, you can't take it back the other way for 2. So with 39 seconds left before halftime, 19-7. The Ringgold Rams leading the Laurel Highlands Mustangs are back at 60 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Amador Transit, local locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. M&R Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Hello. My name is James Santilli, and I am asking for your vote this November for Fayette County Recorder of Deeds. As a lifelong county resident, it would be an honor to represent you. I have lived my life, both personally and professionally, treating others how I would want to be treated, always with the foundation of good faith, recognizing we all have so much in common. I am seeking a political position, but it should be an apolitical office. That's my promise. I hope you will consider voting for me this November.
Paid for by the candidate.
Back here at Joe Montana Stadium, 39 seconds left here in the second quarter, 19-7 now. Ringgold leading Laurel Highlands. Latest score, Hawkins to Ward's 17-yard touchdown reception. Again, Ward did a lot of that, Steve, after the catch.
Yep, just was kind of looked like a broken play again. He just was scrambling around, and he had a receiver out to the left flat, nobody near him.
And after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, Ringgold will kick off here from their own 25-yard line. Laurel Highlands with 2 timeouts remaining. As Cameron sends it away, it'll go deep here on the near side at the 20-yard line on the run back, Jonah Coleman. Coleman has the 30-35 and up to the 37-yard line. So Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10 with not much time left on the clock. Just 35 seconds left before halftime.
Gavin Lowe on the stop.
With a freshman quarterback, how aggressive do you get here if you're the Mustangs?
16 yards on the return.
Down 19-7. He lost four games in a row. I think you got to take a shot.
Mustangs will get the football first to start the second half. A little banana bunch off to the right. Protector back to the left of Senafani. Single coverage out to the far side as Gabe takes the snap. Wow. He's looking deep, near side pass intercepted. Picked off by Dennis Hawkins. Hawkins running the other way at the 35-40. Hawkins approaching midfield, and Hawkins breaks a tackle there from Jonah Coleman and finally brought down at the Ringgold 48 with 19 seconds left before halftime. So Senafani and the Mustangs rolling the dice got snake eyes.
Well, he threw a nice ball, but he just threw it 5 yards too far and almost overthrew the defender, who was 5 yards behind the receiver.
You still have 1 timeout left if you're Ringgold. 19 seconds left on the clock.
Why wouldn't you? It's a close, still a 19-7 game. You gotta figure they're going to try to push the envelope here.
You saw already a long pass down the field to Curtis Watkins from Dennis Hawkins earlier. Now we're going to have another pre-snap penalty. Another procedure call here against Ringgold. With 18 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Illegal procedure against the Rams. 5-yard penalty.
Now pushing back here to their own 42.
Will be 1st and 15 for the Rams.
1st and 15 now.
42.
And here's Hawkins. He's open. Flushed out to the far side. Hawkins just going to pull it down and look to run. Gets into Mustang territory and steps out of bounds here at the Laurel Highlands 41. We're down to 10 seconds left on the clock.
For some reason, he's holding on to that football way too long.
They still have timeouts to work with.
I know, but in this situation, Brian, you got to push the ball down the field. If you got to get something going a little quicker than that, especially with 10 seconds left. He's probably got 2 plays here if he's lucky.
And now from the Mustang 42, Hawkins with Ward off to his left, twin receiver, seed side ball on the far hash mark. Hawkins takes the snap. Clock rolling again, and Hawkins airing it out deep near side. Single coverage. Pass falls incomplete.
Wow, that was a good
Intended
throw.
for Dimitri Lowe's right there. Lafayette Callaway with coverage defensively for Laurel Highlands. 4 seconds left on the clock, so 1 play left here for the Ringgold Rams.
Well, that was a good throw and a good job by Lowe just could not bring it in. It looked like he had a shot at it, and that was a pretty good throw there by Watkins. And that was something really, probably needs something just like that again. With 4 seconds left, this will be probably the last play of the half.
Hawkins, a good arm. 2nd and 10, 4 seconds left on the clock in the quarter. Hawkins hangs in the pocket for midfield. He's going to heave it into the end zone. Diving attempt from Amani Ward, could not hang on. He threw that ball, Steve, about 56 yards in the air into the end zone, and that'll do it for one half of football. So it's 19-7. Ringgold over Laurel Highlands here at the break. Stay tuned for halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. We'll have a news update from CBS on the way next. Then we'll pass along some other scores and first half highlights. 19-7. Ringgold over Laurel Highlands. Halftime. Stay tuned. CBS News on the way right after this.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30, and Saturdays, 8 to 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today, 724-439-3228, for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Your local station, 590 and 101.1 WMBS Uniontown. Second half of the game on the way next. Right now, though, CBS News, 68 degrees at 8 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm Peter King. Hamas has apparently agreed to President Trump's demand to release its hostages and give up power to Palestinian authorities. While Mr. Trump says he believes Hamas is ready for a lasting peace in a social media post, he says the details have to be worked out.
This is a big day. We'll see how it all turns out. We have to get the final word down and concrete.
CBS's Margaret Brennan.
Another U.S. official indicated to me that a very first test of intent will be if those 20 living hostages do indeed come out within 72 hours. Israel has agreed, at least on paper, to release thousands of Palestinians.
Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs is headed to prison, and he'll pay a $500,000 fine for his conviction on prostitution-related charges. More from Odyssey, New York's Marla Diamond.
In an emotional plea for mercy, Sean Combs, his hair and beard all gray, apologized to his victims, his family, and the community, saying what he did was disgusting, shameful, and sick. But when it came time for sentencing, Combs stared straight ahead and showed no emotion as Judge Arun Subramanian gave him 50 months in prison, saying that although Combs was acquitted of the charges relating to the abuse of his ex-girlfriends, that did not preclude him from considering relevant conduct, the threats, coercion, and force the women testified to. Marla Diamond for CBS News, New York.
For the fourth time, the Senate has voted on and failed to approve a continuing resolution that would end the government shutdown. CBS's Erica Brown has more on what's next.
Senate Majority Leader John Thune says discussions are underway with some Democrats to vote for the bill.
I don't know how many times you're going to give them a chance to vote no, and hopefully over the weekend they'll have a chance to think about it.
The next vote is not expected until Monday, which would be day 6 of the shutdown.
The shutdown has affected everything from health services to national parks, but CBS's Stacey Lynn says one Washington institution has bought some time to stay open a little bit longer.
Earlier this week, the Smithsonian said it would likely have to close by October 6th, which is Monday. But in a statement today, it announced Smithsonian museums, research centers, and the National Zoo will use prior year funds to remain open to the public during the federal government shutdown through Saturday, October 11th.
In Manchester, England, police say one of the 2 men killed in yesterday's synagogue attack may have been killed by a police officer's gunshot. Manchester's chief police officer says the attacker did not have a gun. That the only shots fired were by police. He says forensics shows the wound was consistent with that of a gunshot. This is CBS News. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Greatness is here. All 830 of our famous footwear stores now carry Jordan brand. So it's easy to score Jordan brand footwear and accessories, from hats to backpacks to socks, for the full family at a store near you. Famous Footwear's in-store fit experts will help you find the perfect style and the perfect fit. Because every day is a chance to make it famous. Come in and shop Jordan brand footwear and accessories at your local Famous Footwear store today.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures, until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers, not available in all states or situations.
Researchers believe they may have spotted Amelia Earhart's missing plane through satellite imagery, 88 years after she vanished while trying to become the first female pilot to fly around the world. CBS's Michael Wallace.
The image shows an object in a lagoon on a small island about halfway between Australia and Hawaii. Richard Pettigrew at the Archaeological Legacy Institute will fly there to check it out.
We could be wrong, but I think the evidence is very, very strong that this is in fact what it is.
Rick Gillespie, director of the International Group for Historical Aircraft Recovery, says they are wrong. His team has been there twice.
Nothing there.
He says that lagoon is shallow.
If there was an airplane there, it would be sticking up out of the water 4 or 5 feet.
Michael Wallace, CBS News.
Apple has taken down IceBlock, an app that uses crowdsourcing to flag sightings of U.S. immigration agents. The company reportedly was under pressure from the Trump administration to do so. I'm Peter King, CBS News.
If you're drowning in IRS debt and can't afford to pay, then you need to take advantage of special IRS tax programs that are available and free yourself from IRS collection efforts once and for all. Due to the financial hardship consumers are facing throughout the country, the Internal Revenue Service has made it easier to settle delinquent tax problems. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Take down this number or store it in your cell phone, but call the Community Tax Helpline, 800-305-6762.
This is the time to save big at Autoland on a new Hyundai. All with the quality that lets Hyundai offer America's best warranty. Hyundai Owner Assurance with 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain protection, 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper protection, unlimited roadside assistance, plus 3-year, 36-month complimentary maintenance. But there's many more reasons to buy your Hyundai at Autoland. First, they're a family-owned dealership that's served the area for over 60 years. Second, you'll deal with friendly hometown salespeople. And third is Autoland's award-winning service department, who will continue to take care of you and your Hyundai long after the sale. So stop by Autoland Hyundai, downtown Uniontown. Visit their website, autolandhyundai.com, or call 724-437-9999. And remember, you always pay less to drive the best on Autoland Hyundai.
Attention South Union residents. On Election Day, vote for me, Patrick Mahoney, for Township Supervisor. As a lifelong Township resident and a Laurel Highlands graduate, I extend my best wishes to the Mustangs for a great season. As your Township Supervisor, I will be available 24/7 to listen to your ideas and your views, and I will work diligently to bring in good jobs with living wages so that the younger generation can stay in our community. On November 4th, I would appreciate your vote for South Union Township Supervisor. Go Mustangs!
Paid for by the candidate.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Mauser's Tire Center has been serving the region for more than 50 years, offering new, used, and recap tires, as well as tire repair. Mauser's is located on Route 40 West at Seawrights Crossroads. Need new tires? Call Mauser's today at 724-245-2410 and let them get you ready for the road. Mauser's Tire Center, your trusted source for new and used tires for more than 5 decades. Wishing all area high school football teams a successful and healthy 2025 season.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SprowlsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all our local teams for a great season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It is the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Nathan Henning.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Brian Rozak and Steve Subrick back here at Joe Montana Stadium. Our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. We'll take a look at our first half scoring summary. It's brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy, now located in the Health First Medical Center building, on Route 119 near the Fayette County Fairgrounds. Ringgold scoring on their first drive of the game. Amani Ward, a 14-yard touchdown run, came at the 7:51 mark of the opening quarter. Cameron out of the extra point. It was 7-0 Ringgold after the Mustangs went 3 and out. Nick Stasko in Ringgold's next drive scoring on a 4-yard touchdown run. That score at the 2:02 mark of the opening quarter. Extra point no good, 13-0. The Mustangs scoring a touchdown on a Marion Jones 63-yard run. First time Jones has played for Laurel Highlands since August in the Mustangs game against Ambridge. So Jones returned to the lineup, a 63-yard touchdown run there, and adding the extra point, it was 13-7. Then 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Hawkins to Ward on a 17-yard touchdown pass, more of a throwback screen that Ward took in. Extra point blocked, and that's where we stand here at halftime, Steve. 19-7. The Marion Jones run, though, certainly a bright spot for Laurel Highlands.
Offensively, yeah, the best thing they did all night, and they moved the football a couple times, but then they would stall out on third down and lose a couple yards and were forced into punting the football. If they're going to get back in this game, they're going to have to convert those third downs and at least make them, 4th and 1s where they got, they could take a shot and go for it, because they're going to have to take some chances. And to be honest, Ringgold probably should have scored 2 more touchdowns. They just shot themselves in the foot as well. So I think the Mustangs are pretty fortunate to be only down 19-7 right now, and they're still in this football game.
A lot of pre-snap penalties in that first half as well, especially on the Ringgold side.
Yeah, they just, like I said, they just kept stalling on drives, and they just couldn't make it happen, and they missed 2 extra points. So, but they did move the football, and they got some pretty good rushing attacks. They threw the ball down the field only a couple times, especially at the end of the half when they were, where they had to. But they didn't really have to throw the ball, right? They got their running backs were moving that football pretty well, and the Mustangs were getting to them, but it was 5-6 yards down the field, and then they would the running back would kind of bull his way for another 3 or 4 yards. They were getting 8-9 yards a clip at one point there.
Take a look at our scoreboard, brought to you by the sports medicine team at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Shar Houston and Monessen tied at 12 at halftime. The other game that we have on our WMBS platforms tonight, unfortunately, not a close one, as California leads Carmichael's 38-0 at halftime. Still have a running clock there in the second half in Greene County. Aliquippa and West Allegheny tied at 7. Connellsville up over Du Bois 10-7 tonight. Frazier down to touchdown to Leechburg. Leechburg's doubled them up 14-7. Pine Richland a 7-0 lead over Penn Hills. Berlin Valley tied at 7. Chartiers Valley up 14-7 over Bell Vernon. It's Norwin 14, Hempfield 12. Gateway a 13-7 lead over Penn Trafford, and Jeanette up 23-6 over Greensburg Central Catholic. And not surprising, Steve, after we saw Char Valley last week, they looked pretty good to us. They're up 14-7 over the Bell Vernon Leopards.
Well, yeah, they were terrific last week, especially rushing the football in that first half. We never saw anything like it. I mean, they were just moving the ball at will. And Bell Vernon, of course, a little bit down this year from years past, but still not a bad football team. So that's a pretty good start for the Colts.
Here it's 19-7 Ringgold over Laurel Highlands at the break. Another quick timeout. Nick Barczyk will also have a weather forecast for you as well. Still about 8 minutes until we start the second half here in Carroll Township, Joe Montana Stadium. Ringgold 19, Laurel Highlands 7 here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
I've been thinking about switching primary care providers. It takes forever to get an appointment, and when I finally get in, the staff acts like they don't even care that I'm there.
That's so frustrating. You deserve a provider who listens, values your time, and truly cares about your health.
That's exactly what I need. Someone who sees me as a person, not just another name on a chart.
Then you should check out Montgomery Medical. They treat you like family, offer personalized care, and even have same-day appointments.
At Montgomery Medical, your health is our priority. Call 724-569-8100 Montgomery Medical. A family tradition, a family medicine.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person, 542 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. And remember to follow Jeff Dennis' team RE/MAX Select Realty on Facebook today.
Now looking at the WMBS Weather Watch for all of southwest Pennsylvania right now outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios in downtown Uniontown. Clear skies, 65 degrees. Just after 8 o'clock on this Friday night. Overnight low tonight at 52, up to 81 with sun. Saturday the low in the evening down to 52. Sunny on Sunday up to 83. Clouds and sun Monday at 82 for the high. Low at 63 Monday evening. Tuesday chance of rain in the afternoon up to 77. Overnight low at 56, 62 with rain likely moving in on Wednesday. Low dropping down all the way to 41 Wednesday evening. Thursday sunny and up to 64 with the overnight low down to 40. Right now clear and 65 degrees outside of our Davis & Davis studios. Second half of the game on the way next. The Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS.
Let's face it, shopping for insurance can be time-consuming. That's why when it comes to your auto and home insurance needs, make things simple and trust Allstate agent David Bates. He'll help you get the coverage that fits your needs while helping you bundle your auto and home. Bundling saves you money, but it also saves you time, so you can enjoy things that matter most even more. Contact Uniontown Allstate agent David Bates at 724-439-9700 for a free personal insurance proposal. Allstate. Are you in good hands? Not available in every state. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary.
Now is the perfect time to upgrade your outdoor area with a new fence from All Around Fence Company. Conveniently located at 7896 National Pike, Uniontown. All Around Fence has been installing quality residential, commercial, and farm fencing for more than 45 years. Offering residential fencing including chain link, decorative aluminum, steel, and more, All Around Fence has the fence for you. All Around Fence is also your one-stop shop for nutrient products and also carries livestock, equine, and pet supplies. So if you need to upgrade an existing fence, add a new gate, or are considering the installation of an all-new fence, All Around Fence has the answers you need. Visit them Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 to 1. Or give them a call at 724-439-0331. To learn more, visit allaroundfence.com.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish our local football teams and fans the very best in 2025 and remind you that our board-certified gastroenterologists are always here to help you and your family with a wide variety of GI health issues. Lastly, please consider a screening colonoscopy. It's a 30-minute painless test that could save your life.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Any day is a good day to shop at Reese Warehouse, where you will find your favorite brands of furniture, bedding, and appliances at great prices every day. Plus great service, such as delivery and setup in your home, and no interest financing available for qualified buyers. Shop Monday through Friday, 9 until 6, and Saturday, 9 till 5. Reese Warehouse, the Superstore, Gans Woodbridge Road in Smithfield. And Reese Warehouse thanks you for choosing them as the 2024 Best in Fayette Appliance and Mattress Store.
Prime Roszak and Steve Suberg back here at Joe Montana Stadium. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs down 19-7 to the Ringgold Rams as we get ready to start the third quarter. Reminder, more high school football on WMBS tomorrow afternoon. The Uniontown Red Raiders playing their homecoming game against Ironton of Ohio. Steve, they're the defending state champs in Division 5 in Ohio, taking on Uniontown. 3:30 kick tomorrow at Bill Power Stadium. 2:30 Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Tony Hanola is going to join me for that one, and that's certainly a tough test for Uniontown taking on defending state champs from Ohio.
It's going to be a tough road to hoe there for the Red Raiders, but it's homecoming, so they'll have a lot of fans there, hopefully rooting on the Red Raiders.
And Ironton actually is driving up today. They're probably in Uniontown already for that game. They're bringing up a couple of bus loads of fans. They're bringing their own radio crew up, and I understand they have quite a following down there in Ironton, Ohio, located in southeastern Ohio.
Well, they're going to enjoy Uniontown tonight. Hopefully maybe they'll go to Potter's.
Yeah, might go to Potter's Bar and Grill. Yes. She'll like taking some of the local fare around the area. Might even have a couple of folks from Ironton tuning into our broadcast, whether it's on the radio or on YouTube Live tonight, and we'll have that game for you if you want to send the link over to the folks back in Ironton, Ohio, to follow our live video tomorrow. Again, on the air, 2:30 opening kick set for 3:30 over at Bill Power Stadium. Next week, go ahead.
I was going to say, you went outside at halftime.
It's cooler out.
It's cooler, yeah.
Yes.
It's nicely temperature controlled in here. It's a beautiful facility now. It's pretty much the same as it always was, but it's kind of spruced up a little bit.
Yeah, they did. They made some upgrades to the internet. Also, the steps used to be more of a tight, narrow walk up. They replaced
the steps at Carl. Our man Carl up on the roof still had to go up basically a step ladder.
Yes.
And it's literally straight up. I mean, it's not. There's not much angle to it.
No.
I'm glad I didn't have to go up there. And that last step looks like a doozy. Look at that. That's like a 4-foot. He's got to crawl up over that thing. And Carl's up on the roof. Hopefully he brought a sweatshirt up there.
He did.
With him.
He brought a couple of jackets in the car on the way up today. Here a couple of years ago as well. I was here with Josh Scully. Scully actually doing some high school football tonight down in Fairmont, West Virginia, and we had Sarah up on the roof that night for the contest here.
I remember probably 4 or 5 years ago. Remember how cold it was up there? Yeah, it was really cold.
So we're just about ready here to start the third quarter. Laurel Highlands will get the football. I was going to mention next week the Mustangs back at home taking on Bell Vernon. Uniontown also at home, the final home game of the year for the Red Raiders next week against Northern Garrett of Maryland. Again, Ringgold won't play another home game the rest of the year. This is it for them at home tonight. They'll travel to Thomas Jefferson next week to take on the Jacks.
And now start the second half.
As Bill Cameron will send it away here for Ringgold.
Wasn't this the game that Tony and I had to do when you were sick one
Yeah, that
time?
was probably 4 years ago.
And we were actually outside on that ledge down there below us.
That was 4 years ago, you, Tony, and Billy for that contest, as Billy Cameron will send it away, and Cameron angling it off here on the near side of the Mustangs from the 10-yard line here on the run back. That's Jonah Coleman. Coleman across the 20 up to the 23-yard line. That's where Laurel Highlands will start. First and 10, down 19-7. Again, the bright spot for Laurel Highlands in that first half, the 63-yard touchdown run by Marion Jones. I'd like to see Jones back in there. Steve broke one. Hey, can maybe break another one here in the second half.
Well, someone's going to need to step up for the Mustangs and get some yards.
And Easton Van Meter now in the game.
They're going to need at least 2 touchdowns to win this game.
Van Meter to the left of Senefani. His teammates told me they call him Short Bus as his nickname, and he's going to get the football here, going right up the gut, then bouncing it out. Easton Van Meter, the freshman, taking it across the 30 up to the 31-yard line. 8, maybe 9 there for Van Meter. Came into the game 11 carries, 49 yards. 5'6", 227 pounds.
He probably has another nickname I gave him is Mark Van Egan, which is he's never heard of, and most of our listeners probably don't know who he is, but he was a running back for the Raiders, Oakland Raiders back in the 70s.
I would doubt he knows who that is. A little delayed snap coming back. Timing was off, but not for Van Meter. Takes it up the middle and carries a couple of Rams with him for another Laurel Highlands first down. Easton Van Meter taking it up to the 40. 8-yard gain there for the freshman. Couple of productive runs from Easton Van Meter.
The Short Bus.
Yes. That's what the guys up here that were going up to film said his nickname is over there. Probably like the bus, Jerome Bettis, but he's shorter.
Yeah.
They call him Short Bus.
Well, that's a pretty nice little powerful mini bus. Yeah. He's a little bowling ball out there just running downhill.
Coleman in motion. It's going to be Van Meter for the third straight time. This time well read by Ringgold defensively, maybe a half yard there for the Mustang freshman to bring up second and a long 9. With
the issue you're having here right now, the Rams know that the Mustangs just want to run the football, and they have not thrown the ball down the field at all, not like once. The only passes have been some of those, well, the one he threw downfield got intercepted, and then the other passes have just been little bubble screens out to the side. So sooner or later, you got to let your quarterback take the training wheels off and let him throw it down the field.
Second and a long 9. Van Meter remains in there. Senefani taking a high snap. He's in trouble, rolling the wrong side. Will just lob it down the field. That one is close to getting intercepted. It's going to fall incomplete, but very fortunate that ball was not picked off by Dimitri Lowe.
Well, he threw it out of bounds, so it couldn't be picked off, but it probably looked closer from here than it was. But
you're going to have a flag here, Steve. Illegal man downfield against the Mustangs. Maybe decline this if I'm Ringgold. They're going to accept it. 'Cause think about it, you'd have a 3rd and 9. Would you have 2nd and 14 or 3rd and 9? I'd rather have 3rd and 9 defensively.
Yes, I would agree with that.
It's now 2nd and 14.
Brings up 2nd and 14.
Line of scrimmage now, the Laurel Highlands 36. Senafani back out of the shotgun triple right formation. And out of the backfield, Josh Reed taking the screen here on the near side, but could not break the tackle from Dimitri Lowe and diving right at Reed's feet and able to bring him down at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
So that worked out for the Rams, so now they got 3rd and 12.
They actually did pick up 2 or 3 there, staying corrected, but nonetheless well contained.
They're going to call it 3rd and 13.
Maybe a yard there for Reed.
Gain of 1 on the play.
So now 3rd and long.
For the Mustangs.
Senafani remaining in the shotgun. Protector back off to his left. 3 wideouts here with 9:26 left in the third as Jonah Coleman comes in motion to the far side. Senafani takes the snap, throws on the run. He was hit as he released the football, and that pass is intercepted. Picked off there by Amani Ward, and Ward goes racing down the far sidelines and into the end zone for a pick-6 score, but Ringgold on top 25-7.
Well, I just don't understand why they make a freshman quarterback roll to his left and then throw back across his body down the middle of the field. That's a tough ask for a college quarterback or a pro quarterback, let alone a high school freshman. And he just throws, that's just, they got to call those plays the other way. At least let him roll to his right.
They're going to go for 2 here, up 25-7 with 9:10 left here in the third. They're going to officially say a 58-yard return there for Ward. And now they're back in a semi-loaded pistol set here with Hawkins, the quarterback. Late pitch out to Ward. Ward trying to get the pylon, reaches forward. Did he get in? And they're going to say he got in. So Ward, the 2-point conversion run increases the...
Great effort there. He just dove for the pylon, and he was able to... Didn't look like he was going to make it, did he? And then he just dove there and nicked the top, the inside of the pylon with the football.
Extends the lead to 20 at 27-7. 9:10 left here in the third. We're back in 60 on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Riverside Ford is pleased to announce that we've been awarded Ford Motor Company's highest honor.
The President's Award is only presented to those top-performing Ford dealerships that exhibit quality business practices and Ford's core principles. Dealerships nationwide competed for this honor, but only 10% of all dealerships achieved the President's Award.
Dealers must exceed customers' expectations every day and achieve the highest levels of performance. The pursuit of excellence requires passion, tenacity, and hard work in both sales and service.
The Thurby family and our employees have earned the President's Award 23 times and would like to thank our customers for scoring us the highest in the Pittsburgh region for customer satisfaction. Remember, victories achieved each time a customer translates into a lifelong relationship, and that's a celebration of excellence.
Please stop by and visit Thurby's Riverside Ford and experience the Thurby difference.
Thurby's Riverside Ford, 1 mile past the casino at Nemacolin.
Cameron to kick off, now 27-7. Ringgold over Laurel Highlands after the pick 6 from Amani Ward. And the kickoff going back to the 5-yard line. Jonah Coleman on the run back here for the Mustangs. Laurel Highlands needing a big play, won't get one here as Coleman upended at the 26-yard line. Our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the sports medicine team with the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, Bell Vernon, and Chartiers Valley now tied at 14 in the third quarter. Competitive game there between the Colts and the Leps. Also, California up 38-0 over Carmichael, start of the third quarter in Greene County. Mustangs starting this drive at their own 26, ball in the near hash mark. And they are going to get Marion Jones back into the game here, Steve, who broke that 63-yard touchdown run, looking for another big play here. Senafani out of the shotgun. The handoff goes to Jones, and Jones spinning forward, got tripped up, then nailed down at the 30-yard line, gain of 4. There for Marion Jones to bring up 2nd down and 6. And Jones a little bit slow in getting up. He took a pretty good shot. He's limping a bit.
He's limping a lot.
Yep. That's been the issue, Steve, with his high school football career, injuries. He's trying to remain in the game.
2nd and 6 for the Mustangs.
He's going to check out, and Van Meter back in for Laurel Highlands. Twin receivers to each side. 2nd and 6. Can the Mustangs without Nick Crouch again tonight? Shoulder injury. Van Meter just getting 1 up to the 31. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Of course, the Mustangs lost their starting running back coming into the season. Gio Guerriere torn Achilles in the second game of the year against Ambridge after he busted about a 60-yard run down to the 1-yard line where he tore the Achilles. And tough for Gio. Looked like early on he was going to have a big season for Laurel Highlands.
3rd and 5 for the Mustangs.
Now 3rd and 5. Twin receivers to each side. Senefani remains out of the shotgun with Van Meter off to his left. Awaiting the snap. He gets it here. Nothing to the far side. Now he's going to look to the near side, trying to send Noah Lyon down the field, but Senefani just going to run it out of bounds. Maybe another yard on the play up to the 32. So it'll be 4th down and 4. And the punting unit back on again for the Mustangs with 7:38 left here in the third quarter. And Laurel Highlands down 20 at 27-7.
A pretty smart play by Braden Davis there. The 5'10" sophomore cornerback just decided not to take a lick at the quarterback.
Near another rugby-style punt line drive, bounces down the field, picked up here at the 33. And on the run back, Dimitri Lowe busting it out on the far side. Lowe in Laurel Highlands territory, finally brought down the Mustang 45, and that's where Ringgold will start. 1st and 10 when we come back. 7:24 left here in the third, 27-7 Rams. We're back at 30 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus savings.
From the Mustang 46, Ward a little spin move now. Cutting across the field here on the near side. Ward dancing everywhere, still not down. Finally spun down at the 43. Ran about 30 yards there, Steve, to get 3.
Getting ready to say it's a pretty exciting 3-yard run.
The 2nd and 7. Balladou brought him down.
Tried to stretch it out to his left. He avoided several Mustangs, but never really made it upfield very far, did he?
No. 2nd and 7 now from Laurel Highlands 43. Hawkins and the Rams break huddle. Hawkins out of the shotgun. Ward off to his left. Twin receivers to each side. Now reposition Ward on his right hip. He takes the snap. Screen far side. Pass complete here to Dimitri Lowe. And Lowe run out of bounds. Very close to a first down. In fact, he has a Ringgold first down.
Yeah,
they'll spot him out of bounds here at the Mustang 33 for a gain of 10 on a 2nd and 7.
He got a first down by over 4 yards.
Wasn't sure where he was going to be marked out at, though, Steve, on the far side.
Yep.
Away from us.
1st and 10 for the Rams.
1st and 10. Actually spotted here at the Mustang 32. And Hawkins going back to that pistol set with Ward behind him. And Ward's going to get the football. Ward bouncing it out here on the near side, and Ward able to take it down to the 27, pick up a 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. But, Steve, we got that update before the game from Mustang head coach Aaron Raffle, and you look at the laundry list of injuries on the Mustang side. Out knee, out concussion, out knee, out Achilles, out shoulder, out concussion, out knee and concussion. Out concussion, out knee, out quit, out lower back. It's a lot of guys out of the lineup.
A lot of guys.
2nd and 5. Another pitch going here on the far side to Ward, and Ward another first down to the 17. Gain of 10 on a 2nd and 5 to move the sticks again. And the Mustangs certainly have ran into their fair share of injuries this year, which has kind of put them behind the 8 ball. And you start to see those injuries really pile up, Steve, even in the second game of the year against Ambridge. Mustangs are fortunate to win that game and endured a tough month of September. Showed a little life here for a while against Ringgold. Now the Rams flexing their muscles late on a run here from Lowe. Now check that. That was Hawkins keeping it himself, and Hawkins taking it down to the 13. Gain of 4 on 1st and 10. It'll be 2nd and 6. Down to 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. It's good to see this Ringgold program bounce back as well, Steve. They went 7 years without a conference win on the field.
Gain of 4 on the play.
That's a long time to bounce back and get this program now with the win over Laurel Highlands. They'd improve to 4-3 on the season and pick up a conference win here again in 2025 after knocking off Char Valley in the 2024 campaign.
Well, they look pretty impressive tonight. They probably should be up by probably another 2 scores by now, but they've had a couple of miscues, but they've really moved the football pretty well.
2nd and 6 now for the Mustang 13. Up the middle, this time it's going to be Stasko, and Stasko taking it down close to the goal line. They're going to rule him down here right at the 1-yard line. It'll be another Ringgold first down. And it'll bring up 1st and goal. They're going to go no huddle here. So the Mustangs can't substitute defensively. Hawkins high snap, drop the football. Ball is still loose. Hawkins try to regain. Did he get back on it there, Steve?
I think he did, yes.
And he did. Well, goes a loss of 10 on the play back to the 11-yard line.
So there's another miscue right there. They had 1st and goal on the 1-foot line, and then they kind of just
they rushed
had a little miscue, and all of a sudden now they're back at the that's a 11-yard line.
Yeah, loss of 10. 2nd and goal now from the 11. Hawkins back out of the pistol set with Ward behind him. Twin receivers to each side. Hawkins takes the snap, handoff to Ward. Good penetration on the Mustang side there from Talib Lovett. Tripped up Ward, held him to a minimal gain of only 1 down to the 10. It'll be 3rd and goal now from the 10-yard line.
Stop by Mark Reed. Gain of 1 on the play.
So now 3rd and goal, ball on the far hash mark, the Laurel Highlands 10-yard line. Ringgold up 20 as we approach the 3-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Hawkins more of a traditional shotgun here with Ward off to his right. Mustangs came across the line early. Jumping across there was one of the Mustang ends. I believe it might have been Gitap. It was. The freshman. Good to see him back in the lineup. Missed a good portion of the Mustang season so far this year. I believe he had a hip injury. Now 3rd and goal from the 5. Hawkins stepping up in the pocket, looking to run, and Hawkins will take it into the end zone. A 5-yard touchdown run to increase the Ringgold lead over Laurel Highlands to 33-7 with 2:46 left here in the 3rd quarter.
They're going to go for 2.
This would make it a 28-point lead, full 4-touchdown lead if they're successful here on the conversion.
Now they're thinking about that magical 35-point number, so a 2-point conversion gets them to within a touchdown and an extra point of that.
Hawkins out of the pistol, handoff up the middle to Ward, well contained. You had Van Meter, the first Mustang to meet him, to stop the 2-point conversion try. So 2:46 left here in the 3rd, 33-7. Ringgold, we're back in 60 on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown, offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services. McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants.
Back.
Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Back here at Joe Montana Stadium after the Rams touchdown. Hawkins 5-yard run. Conversion failed, 33-7. Ringgold over Laurel Highlands. A little squib kick down the field. Mustangs Washington a little trouble with it. It'll help there from behind. And one of the Mustangs just falling on it there at the 24-yard line. Out of the pack there was Braden Fowler, and that's where Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10. Our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the sports medicine team at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Thomas Jefferson up 22-7 over Trinity. That game in the third quarter. Mentioned it last check, Char Valley and Bell Vernon also in a tight game in Big Six conference action. We thought the conference team was going to be pretty competitive this year. And so far, we've seen some competitive games early on, just week 2 of the conference season. As Lyon comes in motion, snap back to Xenofani, hand off to the freshman Van Meter.
Like
brings it up here up to the 29, close to 5 on that run.
Van Meter runs pretty hard.
Yes.
I mean, he's a nice little, got some speed to him. He's a big kid. You know, he's short and stocky, but he's got some power, big legs, and he churns him forward, but he doesn't mess around. He goes up the hole pretty quickly.
The LH kid, Steve, were telling me before the game, he knocked out a kid from Uniontown last year in an 8th grade game on a power run like that. This ball's coming loose there, was batted down. Ruled an incomplete pass. Was knocked down there by Dom Fonzie.
The Fonz.
Yes. Happy days. It's happy days for Ringgold tonight. 33-7 over Laurel Highlands. 2:03 left here in the third. That a show you watch reruns of, Steve? I know you're big into Mayberry and the Andy Griffith show. Wasn't sure if you liked Happy Days too.
I've been watching a lot of Everybody Loves Raymond lately.
Yes. The 3rd and 4 here for the Mustangs. Xenofani, handoff, Van Meter coming near side, and Easton Van Meter just up to the 32. Needed 4, got 2. Now 4th and 2, you're down 33-7, under 2 to play here in the third quarter.
And I can't believe he's sending out the punt unit.
And they are. Maybe fake it here, Steve?
Brings up 4th and 2.
Try to mix things up a little bit.
Yeah, I guess you could. It's I got to believe Ringgold be protecting against the fake.
Dimitri Lowe
punt safe formation.
Back deep. Again, that rugby-style kick from Nairn. Gets it away, sends it down the field. This time it takes a Rams bounce going the other way. Got to touch that ball for Laurel Highlands, and Ringgold will start.
Look at that.
On the Mustang side of the 50 at the 47. When we come back, 1:18 left here in the third, 33-7. Rams are back in 30 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured, expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs are, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today, 724-415-9183.
Only ended up being about a 15-yard punt as Ringgold starts here at the Laurel Highlands 48-yard line. A little reverse pitch going back here to Morton, and Morton on the far side. Inside the 40, just got drilled, but stays on his feet, and Morton picks up a first down to the Laurel Highlands 36. Mustangs have laid some shots defensively in this game, Steve, certainly playing with more aggression than we saw last week against Chartiers Valley.
Yeah, he laid a shot, but the running back just he took it and kept running.
Yeah. Another first down for Ringgold here at the Laurel Highlands 36. 44 seconds left here in the third quarter.
First and 10 for the Rams.
Another 1st and 10.
Mustang 36.
Going heavy to the left. That's going to be a Wildcat set there with Ward, and Ward going right up the middle, shaking and baking, lowering the shoulder, and getting down close to another Ringgold first down right around the Laurel Highlands 26-yard line. I'll depend here on the spots.
I don't think he gave him a very good spot. It looked like he had the first down by a yard, but got an injured player now. Somebody's shaking up. It looks like a Ram.
Injury stoppage brought to you by the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, the leaders in physical therapy. Physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive. Our phone 724-437-7500. 33-7, Ringgold over Laurel Highlands. 18 seconds left here in the third. We're back in 30 here on WMBS.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Back here at Joe Montana Stadium.
Looks like a cramp situation, the way they're holding his leg up.
Reminder, stay tuned after the game. The Triple Live Scoreboard Show with Don Reb will be on the air until 11 o'clock tonight. Steve, your Mountaineers have a Friday night game tonight as well against BYU.
Gonna go home and try to stay up and watch it. I mean, what do you think? You probably watch the first quarter, and if it's not very good, which it hasn't been the last couple of games for the Mountaineers, well, buddy Rich Rod, he's got some issues down there right now, and
that was Ward that was down for Ringgold.
I'll tell you what, I thought he got close to the 25-yard line, but they marked him at the 26, so that's going to be second down in inches.
18 seconds left here in the third quarter. It did look like it was a cramping situation as Hawkins operates here out of the pistol. Play fake. He's going to put it up. Hawkins time in the pocket, looking deep middle. Overthrows the intended wide receiver, Demarius Tulliver. Wow, third and 1 with 5 seconds left here in the third quarter.
That was a well-designed play by Ringgold right down the middle of the field, little post route, and he just overthrew him by 5 yards, and that was should have been an easy pitch and catch when he just overthrew him. But that's a good, not a bad place to take a shot there. They still have third and inches.
From the Mustang 26, semi-loaded pistol again. Inside handoff going there to Braden Davis, and Davis hit very close to the line of scrimmage, trying to surge forward. Will depend on the spots. They'll also end the quarter, so we'll see when we come back if that's a Ringgold first down. It looks like he does have it. So we'll start the fourth quarter. Ringgold will have a 1st and 10 right around the Laurel Highlands 26, up 33-7. We're back with fourth quarter action in 60 seconds here in the C. Arparana Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair. Family owned and operated, providing quality, reliable service. Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Silva. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Silva proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check their website at TargetSafetySolutionsLLC.com. Ted Silva is proud to support local high school sports.
Start of the fourth quarter. Ringgold now working left to right as we described.
New quarterback, Brian. New quarterback for the Rams, number 11.
That would be Nick Stasko. It's just a Wildcat set here, mainly, Steve. With Ward still out of the game. They ran this set with Ward earlier. And I think the chain gang was a little bit confused there.
Chain gang's having a little trouble.
And everybody reset. I think the chain gang thought it was still going to be fourth down. So Stasko now running Wildcat here for Ringgold. Will take the snap, run the whole way on the left side with a huge hole. Stasko already a touchdown in this game. Make it 2 as Stasko, arm in the air, takes it into the end zone for another Ringgold touchdown to increase the Rams' lead to 39-7 over Laurel Highlands.
Flag, Brian, flag. Wow, another. That's a flag that they didn't need as far as Ringgold concerned. Paul, where he threw that block or the holding call wasn't anywhere near where the running back was.
Wow.
and it just didn't need to happen if you're Ringgold.
It's interesting here when they score touchdowns, they have all the emergency vehicles flashing their sirens and their horns and everything else. They can turn them back off now as that one called back. Well, spotted back at the 20-yard line. It'll actually be 1st and 5. This was a spot foul thrown at the 10-yard line. Stasko staying in there as the Wildcat quarterback trying to bounce it out here on the near side. Stasko at the 20, Stasko at the 15, and Stasko finally upended at the 10-yard line. Enough for another Ringgold first down, 15-yard run as Jonah Coleman brought him down on the play there for Laurel Highlands.
Stop by Jonah Coleman.
It'll be 1st and goal here again, right at the 10-yard line. Ball in the near hash mark. Ringgold up 33-7, 16 seconds into this fourth quarter. They're sticking with Stasko as the Wildcat quarterback. Stasko rolling out to the left and now cutting it back up the middle. Will take it down to the 5-yard line. Gain of 5 will bring up 2nd and goal now from the 5-yard line.
Well, the Stasko is just, there's no hesitation at all. He just goes, he picks a hole and he starts going upfield.
They're going to check him out right now, looks like. No, he is going to remain in the game. This is another one of the running backs they checked out there, and they'll stay with Stasko. The sophomore. Spent a lot of time in the backfield with Amani Ward tonight. Now the Wildcat quarterback with Watkins behind him. It's going to be Stasko again, and now he has his 2nd touchdown of the night. Run from 6 yards, taking it in here on the near side to increase the Ringgold lead now to 39-7 over Laurel Highlands.
Taking the score, Ringgold 39, Laurel Highlands 7.
Got a lot of the ball there, Steve, late in that drive.
Yep. I can see why they're giving it to him. I mean, he's a nice runner.
Now they'll bring on Cameron for the extra point. This to make it 40-7. Mustangs showing rush there right up the middle. Kick from Cameron is good. So with 10:56 left in regulation, it's Ringgold 40, Laurel Highlands 7. We're back in 60 on the C.R. Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person, 542 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. And remember to follow Jeff Dennis' team RE/MAX Select Realty on Facebook today.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township. Best wishes for a great season from Jason Scott, who would appreciate your vote for Township Supervisor.
Paid for by the candidate.
10:28 left here in regulation. 2nd touchdown of the game for Nick Stasko. And the Rams up 40-7. Cameron line drive there went off of one of the Mustang up men, Chase Rosgoni, and out of bounds. So Laurel Highlands will start this drive right around their own 30-yard line. And not good news here, Steve, on the Mustang injury front. Got a message relayed to me from the Mustang coaching staff. Aiden Bell out for the rest of the game. They think possibly a broken collarbone. So that's no good.
And looks like is that Jones down there, 23. He
was limping earlier.
He does not look like he's coming back. I thought he had an ice pack on the back of his leg. So he is he's got his helmet off. But
we just look at all the running backs that have been injured this year. Donovan Lynn, another one not playing here today, out with a knee and a concussion. Of course, we talked about there's a bad snap coming back there. Senafani just falling on it at the 23. Actually, they'll give him the 24 there. Loss of 6 on the play to bring up 2nd and 16. We talked about the torn Achilles. The 2nd game of the year for Gio Guerriere came in as the starting running back. They've tried Jonah Coleman as a running back as well this year. We mentioned Bell. Now Van Meter in there. Colton Schweitzer got some carries earlier this year. He's out with a shoulder injury tonight. I mean, the list just goes on and on. And especially that running back position. And Van Meter, another run here on the short bus. Taking it up the gut there, Steve, down to the, or actually up to the 34-yard line, gain of 10. Bring up 3rd down and 6, getting a lot of that back after the 6-yard loss on 1st down.
The wheels on the bus go round
yes,
and round.
Yes. Be calling his name a lot over the next couple of years. Impressive player on both sides. His brother, Cam, also on the Mustang team. He's out with a knee injury tonight. Cam, a 5'9", 263-pound senior. 3rd and 6, they'll reposition Van Meter out to the right side. High snap, Senafani brings it down. Throw on the near side. Jacob Johnson, the tight end, could not hang on as he was pushed down pretty hard there by Nick Stasko. I think it's going to be an illegal shift here, Steve, against the Mustangs. And they sent Van Meter out. I don't know if he actually set. They'll decline it. Bring up 4th down. 4th and 6 with 9:03 left in regulation. And here comes the punting unit. Jackson Nairn getting a lot of punting in tonight, Steve. And you know a lot about that. You still hold the mark down in West Virginia for most punts in a Mountaineer uniform. About 7 or 8 at least for Nairn, it seems like, tonight. Coming back to him again. Angles it out on the far side. Line drive kick down the field. Yep. Going to take a Mustang bounce.
That's a little bit of a warbler.
Yep. It's going to keep on going down to the 20-yard line. With 8:54 left in regulation, Rams get it back up 40-7 over the Mustangs. We're back at 60 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or,
Hi, come on in. How are you?
when you see doctors Paul Hartley and Mary Beth Riley, plus nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckart, and Stacy Morris, you get one-on-one personal professional health care serving the area for over 3 decades. If you're looking for a primary care doctor, call Doctors Hartley and Riley at 724-437-1109 or online at ppcp.org.
Or serving number 3,944.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30, and Saturdays, 8 to 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today, 724-439-3228, for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
New quarterback in for Ringgold, Ty Anderson. Incomplete pass on 1st down. We'll bring it up 2nd and 10 here from the Ringgold 20 with 8:46 left here in regulation. Reminder, stay tuned after the game. The Trib Live Scoreboard Show with Don Remmel going up until 11 o'clock tonight. And more high school football tomorrow. Uniontown taking on Ironton, Ohio. 3:30 start. 2:30 Sprouse Insurance Group pregame. Amani Ward, another carry here for Ringgold. And Ward just getting back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Bring up 3rd down and 10. Clock will roll now with 8:30 left here in the 4th quarter. Jacob Johnson, the last tackle there for the Mustangs. Our other game tonight, Steve, not close either on our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the sports medicine team at the WPIAL Medicine Uniontown Hospital, California. 50-0 lead over Carmichael's. They have a running clock, 3:05 left there in the 4th quarter.
Well, I guess the one positive for the Mustangs, they kept it from being a running clock so far.
Yes.
Of course, the next score will
institute that once again. Inside run their 5-yard gain, and that was Ward again up to the 25. Be 3rd and 5. Check that, 4th and 5. Only had a punt, I think, once so far in this game. Have the Rams.
They're going to punt here.
40-7. Mark Reed had the last tackle there for Laurel Highlands. So Ringgold will bring out Dimitri Lowe standing back at the 10-yard line. Jonah Coleman back right around the Mustangs' 45. Lowe actually had a nice high kick last time out, and this is going to be a timeout Rams with 7:21 left here in the fourth. Ringgold 40, Laurel Highlands 7 are back at 60 on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Are you ready to indulge in the best pizza around? Are you looking for a lunch or dinner spot with all your favorite Italian classics coupled with mouth-watering daily specials? Then it's time to visit 2G Brothers Pizza, located at 123 Matthew Drive in Uniontown. Specials and customer favorites include Thursday Sicilian-style pizza and Saturday's chicken parmesan. Call 724-439-5600 today and let 2G Brothers handle the rest. Your taste buds will be glad you did.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. It's not available in all states.
The low punt for Ringgold goes down to the Mustang 35. That's where Laurel Highlands will start. First and 10, 7:07 left here, Steve, in the fourth quarter. Lone bright spot for the Mustangs in this game, a 63-yard touchdown run for Marion Jones. Unfortunately, Jones appeared to have gotten injured here tonight. We've not seen him the last couple of series for Laurel Highlands. Senafani remains your quarterback. Josh Reed comes in motion as Senafani takes the snap. Head off to Easton Van Meter, and you can't get the big guy running east to west like that, so you have to go north to south. And Van Meter stopped for 5, maybe a 6-yard loss on the play. Dom Fonzie got him. Bring up second down and 15.
Van Meter looks a little tired right now, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's got a lot of reps today.
Yeah.
Wonder if you're the Mustangs, who do you play in the JV game tomorrow against these Ringgold Rams? Or so.
I mean, think about it. Half of the kids out there are freshmen or sophomores. So you're right. The JV game is.
But you don't even have to play it. So many of these guys are getting reps.
We're going to bring up the 7th and 8th graders to play in the JV game.
I mean, just look at the guys that are healthy on the bench. There's not many of them on the Laurel Highlands side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, maybe 12 to 14 healthy players on the bench, and you got 11 on the field. I mean, you might be playing with about 25 healthy guys right now. It's been that tough of a injury-plagued season for the Mustangs. Here's Senafani with Van Meter on his right hip. 2nd and 15 as we approach the 6-minute mark of this fourth quarter, and another pre-snap penalty. It's going to be a delay of game against Laurel Highlands. Another 5-yard infraction there against the Mustangs. And Laurel Highlands in week 0 back on August 22nd, a 27-0 win over Uniontown, beat Ambridge 12-7, and since then losses of 54-7, 48-7, 49-0, and 62-7, trailing here 40-7 with 5:56 left here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 24. Senafani takes this snap, is going to lob it down the field, but well over the head of Josh Reed. Gavin Lowe, the freshman defensive back, had coverage for Ringgold.
The ball went over the bench. That was, 10 yards left to the sideline?
That was not good.
Yeah.
3rd and 25. 5:52 left. And the Mustangs next week at home against Bell Vernon. 6 o'clock Sprowls Insurance Group pregame show, 7 o'clock start. You're out one of the next 2 games, aren't you, Steve?
I think next week. I'm
okay.
out. Yeah, I'm going to Michigan.
Senafani, handoff Van Meter. And Van Meter up to the 21, just a 1-yard gain.
Grandkid babysitting duties.
Yes, nothing wrong with that. 4th and 24. And here's Jackson Nairn again. Ice down his leg after the game.
As my wife corrects me, she does the babysitting, and I sit there and supervise.
Okay. Yeah, she'll have football on.
I take them out for ice cream, basically, is what my function is.
You found any good golf courses in Ann Arbor yet?
There's a really nice one at the University of Michigan golf course, but every time we're there, they're playing football, and that's what they use for parking lot.
I got you. Nairn sends it away. No one back deep for Ringgold, and the punt will get downed here at the Ringgold 43-yard line. So the Rams will start first and 10 when we come back. 5:06 left in regulation. Ringgold 40, Laurel Highlands 7 are back in 30 on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Mauser's Tire Center has been serving the region for more than 50 years, offering new, used, and recap tires, as well as tire repair. Mauser's is located on Route 40 West at Seawrights Crossroads. Need new tires? Call Mauser's today at 724-245-2410 and let them get you ready for the road. Mauser's Tire Center, your trusted source for new and used tires for more than 5 decades. Wishing all area high school football teams a successful and healthy 2025 season.
Back here at Joe Montana Stadium, first down run still in there for the Ringgold Rams. Amani Ward, and Ward getting 4 up to the 47 to bring up second down and 6. And we have a flag here against the Rams. Another procedure call there. We'll push it back. Certainly, if you're Robert Heller, the head coach of the Ringgold Rams, you look at areas to improve upon after a 40-7 win as it stands right now would be some of those pre-snap penalties, Steve.
Penalties, a couple of mistakes here and there, but they've made up for a lot of them with some big plays.
Back in a semi-loaded pistol. Back in at quarterback is Hawkins. Another inside run up to the 40. Just a 2-yard gain there from Amani Ward. And the schedule the rest of the way for Ringgold, all on the road. At Thomas Jefferson next week, followed by trips to Bell Vernon and Chartiers Valley to wrap up the regular season.
That's a tough stretch right there. That's some big boy football there for the Rams coming up. So this is a nice tune-up and hopefully a confidence builder for them.
Remember, they knocked off Chartiers Valley last year, last game of the regular season here at Joe Montana Stadium. That's going to be an offsides penalty against the Mustangs' Braden Fowler. Fowler, another Mustang, back into the lineup. He's dealt with some injuries this season as well. 4:01 left here in the fourth. Reminder, stay tuned during our post-game show. We'll have our final scoring summary brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy and our First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County Super Play of the game. I think we're going to make it on the home side and give a little shout-out to Marion Jones for our play of the game here, but trying to cap off the scoring with another dagger run here for Ringgold as Amani Ward won't score a touchdown. We'll take it down to the Mustang 28.
Dagger, yeah. I think you missed that about an hour ago.
That was a 27-yard run. Trying to keep it lively here late. It's 40-7, 3:30 to play. I mean, Steve, we're looking at our 5th straight blowout we've had. You gotta give me something here. I doubt I'll have a close game tomorrow with Ironton and Uniontown. Maybe put Ironton on upset alert for the Red Raiders as Ward takes it down to the 25. I'll call you if it's close. You can tune in with Tony and I. I know the Red Raiders certainly big-time underdogs. Their homecoming game, though, against Ironton tomorrow. And that put the last carry, Steve, by the way, put Amani Ward over 1,000 yards rushing for the season. And he came in, Steve, 820 yards. It gives him 180 yards on the ground tonight. So credit Ward, a big game. They'll check him out. And that'll be Satterfield on the run there down to the 21. But a nice night at the office, Amani Ward. Over 180 yards rushing. Also scored on that 14-yard run to get the scoring started. Caught a pass from Hawkins and then had that 58-yard interception return for a touchdown as well. All around great night for Ward. 3rd and 4 here. This will be a pitch going back to Satterfield. And Satterfield breaking a couple of tackles. And Satterfield will get in from 22 yards out for another Ringgold touchdown with 1:58 to play. Satterfield, the sophomore, making it 46-7.
Well, they finally got to the running clock, but it's a little too late to make a difference in how early anyone's going to get home, isn't it? But it's with only 1:58 left. But nice run by Satterfield. I tell you what, this Ram team can rush the football.
Zaire Satterfield making it 46-7, and now Cameron's kick on the way and good again. So a 47-7 Ringgold lead over Laurel Highlands, 1:58 to play. And we're back in 60 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Does your car sound like it's saying, trade me in, trade me in, every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, trade me in, trade me in. Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
47-7, Ringgold leading Laurel Highlands, 1:58 left in regulation. Cameron to send it away again. Mustangs another tough Friday night, 5th straight week where Laurel Highlands has faced a 35-plus point deficit in the second half. And now Cameron set for the run up here. Maybe not. Called timeout. Might be delay a game here on the kickoff. It was. Have you ever seen that, Steve?
No. And I was a kickoff guy at West Virginia. I kicked off for 3 of my 4 years there, and we never even looked at the play clock. I mean, usually you look at the official in the white hat there, the referee. He kind of whistles and gives you the go-ahead signal.
Now I think they're set to go. They don't want to have back-to-back delay of games on the kickoff as Cameron will send it away here on the near side. Go to Coleman at the 15-20, 25, and it'll slip there on the cut from Jonah Coleman. That's where the Mustangs will start 1st and 10. Down 40.
Pretty good kick on the kicker. Yep. I mean, he's got a nice leg.
I think he had pretty good range watching him in warm-ups. That's why when they had some shots there from 30, 35 yards out, thought they might try them. Did have an extra point blocked and missed another one tonight, but overall it looked like he had some pretty good range. And Steve, we certainly have to thank Scott Stevenson and the staff here at Ringgold as well for great accommodations tonight. They made a lot of improvements here to Joe Montana Stadium, some wired internet, talked about kind of refurbishing areas of the press box, and certainly made it nice and easy for our broadcast tonight. Scott, former AD at West Mifflin, coming over here to Ringgold, and nice to see the positive impact that he's made so far. They're going to pick up a flag here. Came in. And the Mustangs just snap a couple more times here, and that'll do it. And now you have Walter Guziak into the game. Number 12, Guziak just taking it back to the line of scrimmage. I think it's the first time we've said his name all season, Steve. 5'7", 152-pound sophomore. Under a minute now left.
Probably get 2 more plays, maybe.
Loss will drop Laurel Highlands to 2-5 overall, 0-2 in Big 6 conference action. Again, they'll have a tough stretch as well. Bell Vernon, Trinity, and then Thomas Jefferson to wrap up the regular season as Guziak gets another carry, this time picking up 5 up to the 36 with 22 seconds to play. They don't even have to snap it again if they don't want to.
Stop by Talbot and Jones again.
13 seconds left. They're going to try to run one more play, it looks like. Down to 7, down to 6.
I don't understand why. They're just going to take a chance on getting somebody hurt at this point.
Down to 2, down to 1, and they won't snap it. So that'll be your final score.
Oh, wait a minute. They called timeout. You got to be kidding me. They did. They called timeout.
Mustangs called a timeout.
They called timeout. I think they called timeout. The official in the near sideline pointed over
with a second
to the right
left.
With a second left. That's just.
Now they'll have to run a play.
Yeah, it's, you know.
Officials are going to say that's it.
That's it.
So 47-7, your final score. Ringgold over Laurel Highlands. Back to tell you all about it right after this here on WMBS Triple Live High School Sports Network and YouTube Live.
Mark-On Building Supply has provided the tri-state area with ready-mix concrete and building supplies for decades. Family-owned and operated and built on a foundation of trust, integrity, and exceptional quality, Mark-On is your local leader for ready-mix concrete, precast, lumber, tools, electrical, plumbing, lawn care, and general building supply needs. Visit the store in Markleysburg or call Mark-On today at 724-329-5542. Mark-On Building Supply, your one-stop shop for all your home building and construction needs.
Hello. My name is James Santilli, and I'm asking for your vote this November for Fayette County Recorder of Deeds. As a lifelong county resident, it would be an honor to represent you. I have lived my life, both personally and professionally, treating others how I would want to be treated, always with the foundation of good faith, recognizing we all have so much in common. I am seeking a political position, but it should be an apolitical office. That's my promise. I hope you will consider voting for me this November.
Paid for by the candidate.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical. Both women and men, and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish our local football teams and fans the very best in 2025 and remind you that our board-certified gastroenterologists are always here to help you and your family with a wide variety of GI health issues. Lastly, please consider a screening colonoscopy. It's a 30-minute painless test that could save your life.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Concerned about your heart health? At WVU Medicine, we believe your heart deserves world-class care, close to home and always within reach. Our non-invasive cardiology team uses advanced tests like stress tests and cardiac MRI to diagnose and monitor heart conditions without surgery. Call 877-WVU, the number 4HRT, or visit WVUmedicine.org/heart.
Prime Rozak and Steve Subrick back here at Joe Montana Stadium in Carroll Township, where the Ringgold Rams have knocked off the Laurel Highlands Mustangs tonight by a score of 47-7. We'll start off our post-game show taking a look at both the final scoring summary, which will include our first Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County Super Play of the game. Our scoring summary brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy, now located in the Health First Medical Center building on Route 119 near the Fayette County Fairgrounds. Amani Ward first to get on the scoreboard for Ringgold tonight. Ended up with a big night, over 180 yards rushing, and also 3 touchdowns, 2 on the offensive side, 1 on the defensive side. Opening score, a 14-yard TD run. Cameron added the extra points, 4:09 into the game. It was 7-0. Ringgold over Laurel Highlands. Mustangs stop 3 and out. Ringgold gets the football back. Nick Stasko, his first of 2 touchdowns, a 4-yard run at the 2:02 mark of the opening quarter. Extra point failed. It was 13-0 Ringgold over Laurel Highlands. Now our first Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County Super Play of the game. One of the lone bright spots for the Mustangs, a 63-yard touchdown run from Marion Jones at the 8:14 mark of the second quarter.
The handoff to Marion Jones, and he has a huge hole. Look out here. Marion Jones, and his return to the lineup is going to house it for the Mustangs from 63 yards out.
Certainly a bright spot there, Steve, but unfortunately Jones getting injured later on in the game.
It was the lone bright spot, the only score of the game for the Mustangs. And like you said, he went out, and so when he went out, so did the Mustangs offense.
Next up for Ringgold, another score right before halftime. Dennis Hawkins on a backside screen to Amani Ward. Ward actually ran about 17 yards into the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point blocked right before halftime. It was 19-7 Ringgold over Laurel Highlands. That was your halftime score. And then Ward making an impact again early on in the third quarter, this time on the defensive side. 58-yard interception return for a touchdown, picking off Gabe Senafani. Ward then added the 2-point conversion run as well to make it 27-7. That pretty much put the lights out on Laurel Highlands. Hawkins, a Ringgold quarterback, 5-yard TD run at the 2:46 mark of the third. 2-point conversion failed. It was 33-7. Nick Stasko, his second touchdown of the game, a 6-yard run. That coming in the fourth quarter to make it 40-7 after Cameron's extra point. And then Desire Satterfield, a 22-yard run with 1:58 to play. Cameron added the extra point, 47-7. That was your final score. Ringgold over Laurel Highlands. Rams improved now to 4-3 overall, 1-1 in the Big Six. The Mustangs dropped to 2-5 overall, 0-2 in conference play. 5th straight loss, Steve, for Laurel Highlands by 35 points or more.
Well, I guess the only saving grace is it took to less than 2 minutes to where they get to over 35, so I guess that's somewhat of an improvement.
Yes. We're back with a final word from Joe Montana Stadium. Again, your final score, Ringgold 47 and Laurel Highlands 7.
Attention South Union residents. On Election Day, vote for me, Patrick Mahoney, for Township Supervisor. As a lifelong Township resident and a Laurel Highlands graduate, I extend my best wishes to the Mustangs for a great season. As your Township Supervisor, I will be available 24/7 to listen to your ideas and your views, and I will work diligently to bring in good jobs with living wages so that the younger generation can stay in our community. On November 4th, I would appreciate your vote for South Union Township Supervisor. Go Mustangs!
Paid for by the candidate. For funeral services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family-owned and operated, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers a variety of affordable services, traditional, cremation with viewing and simple cremation, plus warmth, convenience, and ample parking. And they are ready to assist you. Best wishes to all of our local teams from the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory.
Injured in an accident and don't know where to turn or what to do? Here at Radcliffe Martin Law, we can help you navigate your issues and resolve your claim. Unlike firms nowadays that advertise aggressively for your case and aren't even located in the state, we're right in your backyard. We have the knowledge to quickly and efficiently handle your claim. Don't waste time on an out-of-state attorney who will dilly-dally and then tell you to get a local attorney. Give us a call right now and see how we can help you. Radcliffe Martin Law. 724-439-3930.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Prime Roseneck, Steve Supek wrapping things up at Joe Montana Stadium in Carroll Township, where the Ringgold Rams have knocked off the Laurel Highlands Mustangs by a score of 47-7. Reminder, more high school football on WMBS tomorrow. Uniontown hosting Ironton, Ohio. 2:30 Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. 3:30 opening kickoff. Ironton at Uniontown. Next week, Laurel Highlands on Friday. They'll host Bell Vernon. 7 o'clock start, 6 o'clock Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Ringgold will travel to Thomas Jefferson to take on the Jags. We'll also have coverage next week on the video side of Uniontown hosting Northern Garrett, Maryland. Steve, your final thoughts here tonight?
Well, like we said, it was an improvement. They hung in there for a little while in the first half, and then things kind of unraveled, but you could just tell it was only a matter of time before the Rams kind of took over. The Rams made some mistakes as well, but they pretty much overpowered the Mustangs.
Steve, enjoyed it as always. Carl Brave and the Elements up on the roof tonight, even though it was a nice evening for filming here in Carroll Township. The Ringgold Rams knock off the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 47-7. Thanks as always to Nick Barczyk back at Souter Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. For Carl Childs and Steve Super, this is Brian Morozak. Have yourselves a pleasant good evening. And get your final score, Ringgold 47 and Laurel Highlands 7. So long, everybody.
McClure and Wolf.